Live from Athletic Kulture Stadium in Springwater Township, Baycats TV presents the Inter-County Baseball League. And this afternoon, it's the Brantford Red Sox back in town to take on the defending IBL champions, the Barrie Baycats. Hi, everybody, and welcome. It's another sweltering hot Saturday afternoon here in Barrie. I'm Ben Davy, along with Julius Hern and Maddie Gale. Well, the Baycats continue their torrid pace to try to climb back into the top half of the IBL standings. They've won 7 of their last 8. Their only speed bump over that stretch was last weekend when the Guelph Royals were here. The bullpen struggled, and the hitting wasn't particularly good. But give them full marks for coming back with an offensive explosion last night against these Brantford Red Sox.
Yeah, huge 16-5 win. They put up 20 hits in Brantford on the road. That one Guelph game you mentioned, it's the only game in this 8-game stretch they haven't had at least 14 hits. That's how good the offense has been as of late. Noah Hall was the breakout star last night, first multi-home run game in the IBL. To think how good he's been, over 300 hitter this year, 5 home runs. So hard to take him out of the lineup. He's back in it tonight.
Brantford Red Sox, again, at the bottom of the IBL standings here in 2025, but they are within striking distance of the Kitchener Panthers. They have some new additions in their lineup here, and the offense certainly has shown some improvement at times. The question mark is the pitching. They've given up 32 runs in their last 2 games.
Yeah, last night, 7 pitchers they had to use. That obviously wasn't the game plan. They were hoping Jeremiah Sucre was going to go a bit longer in that game. They're going to stretch out Connor Irvine a little bit today, see what they can get out of him. But the pitching has to be the key point of this Brantford Red Sox attack, because you talked about this torrid Baycats offense. It's going to be really hard to slow them down.
Enjoy the game, everybody. Let's get you the starting lineups. Here's our public address announcer, Rob Daniels.
Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, welcome to Athletic Kulture Stadium for season number 24 of Barrie Baycats Baseball. We've got another Paul Sadlin Motors Junior Baycats game today, and it features the visiting Brantford Red Sox and your Barrie Baycats. Here are this afternoon's starting lineups. First for the Brantford Red Sox, managed by Tyler Susi. Batting first in left field, number 14, Rene Takioka. Batting second, the center fielder, number 13, Ethan Paulos. Batting third, the catcher, number 15, Cassidy Watt. Batting fourth at third base, number 1, Christian Ortega. Batting fifth in right field, number 4, Brody Black. Batting sixth at first base, number 12, Jeremy Veilleux. Batting seventh at second base, number 29, Lucas Bateman. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 28, Graham Tevitt. And batting ninth at shortstop, number 8, Lucas Lefay. On the mound for the Red Sox, number 20, Connor Irvin. And now, the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Taking the field this afternoon with the Baycats will be players from the 16U Barrie Baycats. Batting first, the center fielder, number 95, number 95, Noel McGarry Doyle. Accompanied by number 2, Charlie Fawcett. Okay. Batting second, the shortstop, number 11, Brandon Hernandez. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 4, Willie Garcia. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20, Nolan Macabroda. Accompanied by number 10, Ethan Waller. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 6, Tristan Clark. Accompanied by number 99, Jacob Richard. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 28, Noah Hall. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 33, Asafa Jones. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 44, Tyler Plumpton. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 81, Alex Wickett. Accompanied by number 26, Owen Mosher. On the mound for your Baycats today, number 30, Juan Benitez. Juan is accompanied by number 20, Hudson Vivala. Here are the umpires for this afternoon's contest. Calling the balls and strikes is Sean Schaefer. Handling first base, Jeff Rose. At third base, Matthew Taylor. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise, if you are able to, and kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you.
It's the Red Sox and the Baycats on this Saturday afternoon at Athletic Kulture Stadium in Springwater Township. Fourth meeting of the season between these clubs. This is the back end of a home-and-home between Brantford and Barrie. It was all Baycats last night at Arnold Anderson Stadium. A 16-5 blowout for the Baycats. 8-6 and 12-1, their other two wins. So Barrie has clearly had Brantford's number here in 2025.
Yeah, it seems like last year the Baycats and Red Sox, they played a lot closer games. The Red Sox actually took one here and scored 3-1 late in the season. And it seems like at the time, Brantford was much closer than they are now to that 8th spot in the IBL. Toronto was actually that number 8 spot at the time, and they had a late season surge to kind of put them a bit higher up to play the Baycats in the first round. But this Brantford Red Sox team, as we mentioned in the open, they got a long way to go to try and make the playoffs.
Red Sox managed by Aiden Colangelo this afternoon. Let's take a look at their lineup. It's the left fielder, Ren Takioka, leading off. Ethan Paulos is in center field, batting second. Catcher Cassidy Watt hits third. Cleanup man is third baseman Christian Ortega. Brody Black hits fifth. He's in right field. Jeremy Veilleux, the veteran first baseman, bats sixth. Lucas Bateman hitting seventh at second. Graham Tebbett is the DH hitting third, and the number 9 hitter is shortstop Lucas Lefebvre.
Let's take a look at Baycats starter for this afternoon's ball game. It's Juan Benitez. It's a windy one at the ballpark, folks. Juan Benitez, his 7th start of the season, 8th appearance overall. Comes in with a 3-1 record, a 3.58 ERA, 37 2/3 innings pitched on the year. Strikeout to walk ratio 27-11. He's been, in my opinion, the anchor of this bullpen. We've seen Frank Garces stumble a couple times this year. He had a great outing yesterday, 5 shutout innings. But it's been Juan Benitez who I think has been the most consistent in this Baycats rotation so far. 33-year-old right-hander from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, pitches well in the heat. 5th IBL season, was a career high 7-1 last year for the Baycats. And he'll get set to take on the Brantford Red Sox here this afternoon. Ren Takioka will lead it off for Brantford. Wind blowing in. It's a strong wind right now and slightly from left to right. Very hot, muggy day, as we mentioned. 32 degrees, Humidex 39, and even warmer than that on the field. First pitch on the way from Juan Benitez. On the ground, back up the middle. And it goes off the glove of the second baseman, Alex Wickett. That'll be a leadoff infield hit for Ren Takioka. Let's give the defense for the Barrie Baycats behind Juan Benitez. In the outfield from left to right, Tristan Clark in left, Noel McGarry Doyle in center, It's going to be Asafa Jones getting a spot start in right field. Meanwhile, in the infield, Noah Hull back at third, Brandon Hernandez at short, Alex Wickett there at second, Noah Macabroda back at first, and it's Andrew Johnston, a junior, behind the plate.
Ethan Paulos, the 309 hitting center fielder. First pitch strike for Juan Benitez. Takioka the lead at first. There he goes. Pitch is a called strike. The throw down. The tag is not in time. Good throw by Tyler Plumpton, right on the mark. A slide for Ren Takioka on his belly, and he got in just underneath it.
Takioka, not only is he the leader in IBL batting average right now, but he is one dangerous base runner.
A perfect 11 for 11 in stolen base attempts. Here's a ground ball. Right side. It's into right field. They're going to send the runner home. The throw, the tag, it gets by. Is Plumpton unable to come up with that throw? It was a bouncer. And in with a head-first slide is Takioka with the game's first run. Gingerly kind of skipping back to that Red Sox dugout. It's 1-0 Brantford.
Catcher number 15.
Pardon me, I said earlier it's Andrew Johnston starting. It's Tyler Plumpton behind the plate for Juan Benitez. Started yesterday's game catching as well. He has had a busy week. He caught the first 3 games of those 4 in a row last weekend. He's gone back-to-back again today.
So an RBI single for Ethan Paulos. He takes second on the throw. Takioka scores. And they're going to call it an error on the throw to allow Paulos to get to second. On the right fielder is Asafa Jones.
Yeah, totally fair. That looked like it was a throw that released a bit too low.
A bunt, pop up. And it lands just to our right. No balls, 2 strikes.
That was top 3 closest balls we've had to the booth.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was still another probably 10 or 12 feet from my arm, but we don't get too many that clear, especially a bunt, come over the screen like that. That one just missed outside. It's a 1-2 count.
Well, it seems like a bunt is like the best probability of us getting one.
Home plate umpire Sean Schaefer. Jeff Rose at first and Francesco DiBiase at third. 1-2 from Benitez. It's a fly ball to right field. Jones, long way to go to his left, running over, and it's out of his reach.
I think he got a great jump on that Asafa Jones. Long way to go, but didn't seem like he was maybe getting a beat on it. The wind has taken that ball quite a bit far to his left, so maybe just didn't maybe get a read on the wind.
It's a gusty wind, and one thing that I've noticed is that oftentimes we're feeling wind here in the broadcast booth, and we look out at the flags and they're limp. So it's variable. It's not consistent at all. Right now the flag's blowing from left to right and in. There's another one, almost the same spot, but sharply foul. A 1-2 count to Cassidy Watt, the catcher. One nothing Brantford. We're in the top of the first inning. Pitch from Juan Benitez. It's a fly ball to right field. Jones hardly had to move for that one. And they get their first out of the inning.
Big out for Juan Benitez. Don't usually see him struggle that much in the first 2 batters of the game. 2 batters and a run already scored, and he's still got a man in scoring position.
Yeah, Red Sox have been very aggressive at the plate here in this first inning and hitting the ball well. Christian Ortega, the third baseman, hitting .340. Paulos, Ortega, and Takioka all hitting 300 or better. Takioka, .427. Here's the pitch from Benitez. That's a called strike outside corner.
Christian Ortega will be all-star starter in Hamilton next weekend.
Runner at second, 1 out. Benitez kicks and deals. That's a called strike. 1-2, the count now to Ortega. Baycats had outstanding starting pitching last season. 3 starters, all with 7 wins. Cesar Rosado, Frank Garces, and this man, Juan Benitez. On the ground, left side, past the glove of Noah Hull. It's into left field for a base hit. Up to third goes Palos, and the runners in the corners now for Brantford. Brody Black to the plate.
Already 3 hits for the Red Sox through a third of an inning. That's matches the total they had against Frank Garces last night through 5 innings.
Couple balls hit on the ground, one right up the middle, that one just out of the reach of Noah Hull. Another half a step to his left, he probably would have came up with that.
You got to imagine this dry turf is playing a part of that.
We haven't had any rain. Well, I shouldn't say because I live in Vaughan, but there just doesn't seem to have been a lot of rain here in Barrie this summer so far.
You're right.
And you can see that with the grass, the yellowing grass in the infield in particular.
Yeah, there's a couple of those patchy areas in left field in particular as well.
The appeal to first, he did not go, according to Jeff Rose. It's a 1-1 count. Black this season, 273. This lineup certainly seems to be hitting a lot better than they were a year ago. There's a pop foul over our heads.
Black had the biggest hit of the game last night for Brantford, a 3-run triple in the sixth inning off of Jonathan Warden.
That was really the only inning where the Baycats pitching struggled last night, giving Brantford a chance to get back into the game, but the Baycats fortunately had built themselves a big enough lead. It was never really in jeopardy.
Yeah, being there in person, it felt like the game was over in 3 innings. Just the vibes in the park.
Swing and a miss. Strikeout for IMP North. Juan Benitez is first of the game, 2 outs. So you were there last night. Was there a sun delay?
There was a sun delay, about 20 minutes.
Did they get any innings in before the sun delay?
No.
Okay. Because I had heard that they bumped the start time earlier to try to avoid that or something, or I thought maybe the plan was to try to get a couple innings in. Maybe before the sun went down, but
the club moved their game times up half an hour for the rest of their home games of the season. That was a couple months ago.
It's a real problem, and it's the only park in the IBL that is facing pretty much dead northwest from home plate, which means the sun is right in your face as it's setting over the center field fence. Not really the way that ballparks are supposed to be facing.
We'll say the sun delay made for some good photographs.
Well,
while it's still out, kind of golden hour.
May as well. If you've got a few minutes to wait out, certainly rather have that than rain.
Exactly.
0-2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. Athletic Kulture Stadium faces southwest, so we have the sun setting behind the bag at first. Not nearly a problem for the hitters at home plate. Here's the pitch from Benitez. It's low and away, and the count is 2-2. Red Sox with a chance to do some damage here. Runners on the corners. Palos at third, Ortega at first, 2 out. And a 2-2 count to Jeremy Veilleux. Pitch from Benitez. Swung on a miss, strike 3. So Juan Benitez and the Barrie Baycats keep the damage minimal, but Brantford gets on the board first this afternoon. It's 1-0 Red Sox through a half an inning on Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Friends from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
First inning of play is brought to you by Park Place, Barrie's Grand Slam destination for dining, shopping, and fun. See you after the game.
Josh Matlow's Baycats line up as follows. Noel McGarry-Doyle leading off in center field. Brandon Hernandez at shortstop bats second. Willie Garcia, the DH, hitting third. It's Nolan Macabrota cleaning up and at first base. Tristan Clark in left field batting fifth. Noah Hull at third, hits sixth. Asafa Jones, Tyler Plumpton, and Alex Wickett. 7-8-9 for the Baycats here this afternoon.
On the mound for Brantford, right-hander Connor Irvine, 7th start of the season for him. They're really going to try and stretch him out as much as possible. I mentioned that being the game plan. Last night the pitching did not go their way. They used 7 pitchers, the Red Sox did.
Short right-hander with a lively arm, kicks, deals, and it's on the ground foul. Count is 1-2.
Comes in with a 1-3 record of 5.88 ERA in 33 2/3 innings.
The appeal at third, and he went. That's a strikeout. Well, McGarry-Doyle back to the dugout, one away.
Here's the defense for the visiting Brantford Red Sox. Ren Takioka in left field, pardon me. Ethan Paulos in center. Brody Black in right. On the infield, Christian Ortega at third. Lucas Lefebvre at short. Lucas Bateman at second base. Jeremy Vayu at first with Cassidy Watt catching.
Swing and a miss for Brandon Hernandez. Trying to do some damage with that cut, 0-1.
Luckily a bit of an awkward swing. His knees kind of came together on a follow-through.
A little bit like my golf swing earlier this morning, come to think of it. I mentioned to you off air, I played 18 holes this morning in Stouffville, and I'm never doing that before a 4 o'clock game again. It was kind of get a little close, but very exhausting, especially in this heat. This one up the middle, into center field, base hit for the Baycats. They get their first of the afternoon. Hernandez aboard for number 3 hitter, Willie Garcia.
Just a couple games ago, it seemed like Brandon Hernandez was the only Baycat in the regular starting lineup that wasn't really living up to his weight, even though that he was still contributing very well offensively. Last night, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a couple runs scored. So it seems like he's kind of getting back into the rhythm that he was at when he started the year with the Baycats last year.
His brother Francisco Hernandez, a solid contributor this season with a .353 average before being sidelined with an injury after 13 games. Baycats have been very strong up the middle in 2025. Alex Wickett settling into the second base position nicely in place of Francisco Hernandez. 2 balls, no strikes to Willie Garcia. Garcia now with 4 home runs after a slow start, 16 RBIs. Taking all the way, it's a called strike.
Hit a home run in the 5th inning of yesterday's game, an absolute moonshot to left center field.
Noah Hull absolutely crushed one as well. Baycats were seeing the ball very well last night. Swing and a miss. 2-2 count to Garcia.
Shooting the game in Brantford last night, I'd only been there a couple times before. It's a much darker park than I thought it was.
There's some very unique features, Arnold Anderson Stadium, to say the least. I do like the seating behind home plate. It's on a nice incline. It kind of looks like an old school stadium. It is an old stadium, but I like the way the seats go up. You know, you can be maybe 6-8 rows up and have a really nice view of the field. 3-2. We mentioned this off air. The fans really like to stand along the fence down the outfield lines at that park. Ball 4 to Garcia. 2 on for the Baycats. Here's cleanup hitter Nolan Macabrota. Baycat fans would love to see him in the Home Run Derby next weekend in Hamilton. Of course, the All-Star Game will follow on Sunday afternoon. 3 homers and a team-leading 23 RBIs. Absolutely loves his position in the cleanup spot. Takes the first pitch, and it's over for a strike.
Ben, do you plan on attending any of the All-Star festivities?
You know, I'm not going to be able to this year. I'm not available on Sunday, unfortunately, but I will be watching. How about yourself? Are you going to get down for it at all?
I think I will. I think I did make the home run derby last year, but I'm going to make a point to do that this year.
To second, spinning and throwing is Bateman to the shortstop, covering back to first. And they get the force out at second. Macabrota beats it out. So Garcia retired 4-6 on a really nice play by Lucas Bateman, the second baseman. Runners on the corners now for the Baycats, 2 away. Well, I was listening to the Red Sox broadcasters last night, and they basically said it's an open invitation for any of the broadcast media that want to come on at some point for the broadcast. So I'm sure if you pop your head up there, they'll definitely put you on for a half an inning or so if you want.
Let's see what happens. If they'll have me, I'll be happy to do it.
I'm sure our friend Reed Duthie will be there. Probably Neil Srivastava as well, I would imagine. Tristan Clark with a swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Baycats looking to get on the board. They got 2 on, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Connor Irvine at the belt, and he deals the 0-2 pitch. Framed by Cassidy. Watt wanted that on the outside part of the plate. Didn't get the call. It's 1-2.
Talking about the All-Star game, Tristan Clark, the only starter from the Baycats, heading to Hamilton next weekend.
And they've got the runner hung up. Macabrota somehow got crossed up between first and second. Now they come home, and the runner scores, but Macabrota still not tagged out. He's going to dance backwards. They apply the tag, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So how about that? A little bit of infield confusion. We'll see if they count the run. They will.
That does count.
As
it's not a base hit situation.
By home plate umpire Sean Schaefer. So Barrie gets on the board. It's a 1-1 tie. Well, not a bad move by Macabrota, I guess, all things considered. They get the run in and tie the game at 1. We've played an inning here on Baycats TV at Rogers TV Barrie.
Thinking about doing a renovation, but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
This telecast is presented by the authority of the Intercounty Baseball League and the Barrie Baycats Baseball Club, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or retransmission in any form is strictly prohibited. Well, let's go back to that play. Nolan Macabrota getting hung up between first and second, and if that was intentional, as we are suspecting it was, that's a high IQ play by Macabrota with Brandon Hernandez, the speedster, at third. to give him the opportunity to cross home plate and score the first run of the game for Barrie.
You know, you wouldn't expect it with Tristan Clark at the plate, the way he's been playing, being able to drive in runs. But for Macabrota, it looked like he noticed that Irvine was taking a long time to get his delivery going.
On the ground to the man we speak of. Nolan Macabrota steps on the bag, 1 out here in the second.
But definitely a smart play, because I was surprised Hernandez didn't break sooner, but he was trying to wait out the play, seeing how it developed. Ended up scoring before the final out of the inning was made. So yeah, definitely a smart heads-up play on the part of Nolan Macabrota, and for Hernandez to be able to pick that up.
They did have to be kind of sneaky about it, because the last thing you want to do if you're Brandon Hernandez is draw a throw and then get yourself hung up between third and home. In that case, Macabrota would have just taken second, but this one to center field. It drops for a base hit. Base runner for the Red Sox here in the second inning with 1 out. Graham Tebbett is aboard, and here's the number 9 hitter, Lucas Lefebvre.
Designated hitter shortstop number 8, Lucas Lefebvre.
One on, 1 out. Benitez with the first offering. It's outside. A run on 4 hits for the Red Sox. 1 run, 1 hit for Barrie. Middle infield, Brandon Hernandez and Alex Wickett, double play depth. This one skied to center field. It's Noel McGarry Doyle all the way, coming in and taking it for the out. 2 down in the second. Back to the top of the order for Ren Takioka.
Seems like Juan Benitez starting to find his confidence a little bit. He's starting to attack the strike zone a little bit earlier on in these counts, but we'll see what happens if any of that changes with the top of the order coming back up for the second time.
He's done well, Benitez has, to hold the Red Sox to just 1 run so far. For the leadoff hitter, Ren Takioka here, and you're getting your second at bat in the second inning. That sounds pretty good.
Notice here, even with 2 outs, Noah Hall playing so shallow at third.
Inside, 1-0. Let's see if they try a 2-out bunt here. The runner is Tebbett at first base. The wind really blowing up that dust at first base now. That one gets over for a strike. It's 1-1.
Didn't see any of the pregame spray on the infield dirt, so yeah, that dust is going to be brought up pretty easily by this gusty wind.
We saw them spraying down the mound, and it was, what was it, Fred?
It was Brandon Hernandez.
Brandon Hernandez spraying down the pitcher's mound. Getting a little bit of a help in with the grounds crew.
The only time I saw the grounds crew was to bring the cage back.
Runner goes. Hit and run was on. It's fouled off over the trees to the left. Yeah, that's a very dusty looking infield and home plate right now. The mound looks like it's in good shape. Wind blowing dead in from center field right now. Juan Benitez to the belt, kick, steals. On the ground to second, Wickett up high, relay to short is in time for the out. Red Sox unable to score. They strand a runner in the second. We played an inning and a half. Brantford and Barrie tied at 1. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Third inning of play is brought to you by Render 3D Quick, the #1 architectural 3D rendering company in Canada, working with thousands of builders, developers, architects, and more.
A little bit of groundskeeping now at home plate as they dust off the dish. And a little bit of a delay here as we wait for Tristan Clark. Looks like he's got the bat he wants and he's ready. He'll get a fresh count. He was at the plate when Nolan Macabrota was thrown out 1-6-3-4 to end the first, but it brought home the base runner Brandon Hernandez from third. So a big play early on in this ball game to produce a run.
Well, that's the reason why this game is tied up. Heads up play on the base pass by Nolan Macabrota.
And the first pitch to Clark in this at bat is a called strike. Looked down and in a little bit, but Clark taking all the way. Holds that bat almost completely vertical. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third, down the line, foul.
He's got kind of a stance where he settles in, leans back a bit, and then comes back forward.
Different players have different techniques and mechanics to get themselves in the position that they want before swinging. This one lined to center field. It's a base hit. Clark, a wide turn at first. He'll hold up as that ball is fired in by the center fielder, Ethan Paulos.
We stumbled briefly rounding first. I was wondering, because of where he hit that ball, basically right in between Paulos and Black in the outfield, that right center field gap. He had an opportunity to try for two, but a bit risky. Both those outfielders have pretty decent arms.
Noah Hull, the third baseman, hitting .303. Big night last night in Brantford, as we mentioned. Hoping to keep that hot bat going here on this Saturday afternoon. First pitch strike from Connor Irvine. Hull now with 5 home runs and 12 RBIs. Pitch in the dirt, and off with it is Clark. No chance for Cassidy Watt. The ball was behind him by the time he saw it. Clark was already halfway down.
Yeah, the ball got behind home plate umpire Sean Schaefer as well, so Watt really had no idea where that ball ended up landing. Easy 90 feet for Tristan Clark.
We should send along our congratulations to Owen Boone of the Hamilton Cardinals, the first no-hitter, first 9-inning no-hitter
in the regular season
since 1977. Imagine that.
It's been a long time coming.
Saw the interview with Boone after the game, and it sounded like he didn't particularly think that was one of his best starts of the season, let alone his career.
He said he was having trouble finding the zone early. He had 3 walks in the game, but they weren't really stacked towards the beginning of the game.
They had base runners, but unable to get a hit. And he stayed in and completed the full 9 for the first 9-inning no-hitter in the regular season.
He only had 104 pitches going into the 9th inning. But you had to imagine if there was going to be a no-hitter in the IBL this year, it was going to be, he was definitely one of the top 3 contenders to do it.
There's only been one no-hitter in Barrie Baycats history, and that was a 7-inning no-hitter. June of 2003 against the St. Thomas Storm. Second game of a doubleheader, so it was 7 innings. This one on the ground, into right field, base hit. They'll send Clark around from third. Here's the throw, and it gets by the catcher. Clark scores. Barrie on top 2-1.
Bit of a risky send there from third base coach. Looks like Jeremy Eulenbrook there. Great throw there from Brody Black, but just gets by Cassidy Watt. And Noah Hull takes the extra bag, no problem.
A good throw would have made it interesting. The hot bat of Hull continues. Picks up an RBI. Barrie gets their first lead of the game, 2-1.
Well, it looked like the throw would have been in time, just didn't quite get corralled by Cassidy Watt behind the plate.
Asafa Jones swings and misses on the first pitch. So that Baycat no-hitter on June 14th, 2003. Derek McDade, 23 batters faced, 1 error, 1 walk. in a 12-0 Baycats win against St. Thomas. Second game of a doubleheader. There has never been a perfect game in Baycats franchise history. So when you see a no-hitter or a perfect game in this league, it is definitely a treat and a historic moment. Certainly something that you can be proud to have seen in person.
It's extremely difficult as well.
Unfortunately, there wasn't a very big crowd in Kitchener for that game. It was a blowout.
And talking about being a blowout, the late innings is when the Hamilton offense really turned it on. I was getting concerned about, those long breaks for Owen Boone, how it was going to affect him, but it seemed like it didn't really affect him at all. He just kind of kept cruising along those last 3 innings.
No balls, 2 strikes here to Jones. Fouled off to the left. Two-1 Baycats. Barrie with a run in the first and the second. Looking for more here. Still nobody out. The runner at second is Noah Hull. Here's the pitch to Jones. Inside, and the at-bat continues 1-2. Jones battling hard here against Connor Irvine.
Jones came in defensively for Nolan Macabroda yesterday, got a hit in his only at-bat.
I guess the only thing that might have made that Owen Boone no-hitter a little more exciting would have been if he did it in London against his former team.
Absolutely.
Kitchener not far down the 401, but fouled off to the Barrie dugout. Count holds at 1-2.
Well, Gary Doyle snagged that ball. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I heard it. Heard that ball hit his bare hand. One ball, 2 strikes. Jones at the plate. Irvine, the left-hander, is ready. Delivers. Fly ball, center field. Second baseman back, calls for it, makes the catch. Runner stays put. That's the first out of the inning. Lucas Bateman retiring Jones on the pop-up.
Catcher number 44, Tyler Pumpkin.
Noah Hull was taking a bit of a risk there. He was pretty much right in the middle between second and third, watching that play develop, waiting to see if that ball would have dropped. It kind of had to be converged on by 3 different, defensive players for Brantford. But
so Tyler plumped into the plate for the first time today, and it's his 13th game of the season. A spectacular start to 2025 for him. .355 average. Swings and misses at the first offering.
Yeah, 3 for 4 yesterday with a couple runs scored. Again, quietly, one of the best average hitters on this Baycats roster. Hit .341 last year.
Well, he's a mainstay near the bottom part of the order, and certainly is able to produce with outstanding batting averages, at least for the last 2 seasons. He's really delivered at the plate. And quietly doing his job in the bottom part of the order. The hot-hitting Alex Wickett is on deck. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Plumpton. On the ground, right back to Irvine. Looks the runner back. He goes to third. And the tag is applied on the base runner, Noah Hull.
Just bad luck there for Noah Hull. Caught in no man's land on a relatively hard-hit ground ball off of Tyler Plumpton's bat right back at Irvine. And Irvine did the right thing. Looks the runner back, and easy play, a routine rundown play for the Brantford defense.
You mentioned your eye picked up Noah Hull drifting off second base pretty far on the pop-up by Jones the previous at bat, and a bit of a risky move there for him as well on that comebacker to the mound, as he was really far off second base. Had to make a quick decision. So here's Alex Wickett. 1 for 2. Had a couple of walks last night. Works the count even here, 1-1.
Wickett, we've seen him, multi-hit games have kind of been a regular occurrence for him and his IBL career so far, but last night very patient. He had a hit, but he also had 3 walks to go along with it.
Right back to Irvine again. Makes the underhand toss to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Wicket retired. We have played 2 innings here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, 2-1 Baycat lead. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Ben Davy, Julius Hern, Matty Gale, Athletic Kulture Stadium in Springwater Township. A windy and warm Saturday afternoon. Ethan Palos to lead off the third for the Red Sox. Cassidy Watt and Christian Ortega to follow. Juan Benitez on the mound for Barrie. 4 hits so far through 2 innings. Palos drove in the game's first run with an RBI. Got to second on a throwing error by Osefa Jones. Ren Takioka getting Brantford's lone run of this game. That one fouled off to the left, and the count 1-1. These teams meet again on Friday in Brantford, 7:30. So back-to-back Fridays for the Baycats at Arnold Anderson Stadium. 4 games in the month of July between the Red Sox and the Baycats.
It seems rather early to get all 5 of those games out of the way.
We have only 1 more after that, and that is strike 3 for IMP North as the tag is applied by Tyler Plumpton. Palos looked at the home plate umpire, Sean Schaefer, as if to say, how about getting a little bit of help on that check swing, but Schaefer saw all he needed. 1 down. Strikeout for IMP North. Here's Cassidy Watt, 1 away. Watt flied out to right field in the first inning, and he hits this one to right field. It'll drop for a base hit. Another inning and another base runner for the Red Sox. 3 straight innings now. They've got men aboard off Juan Benitez.
Third baseman number 1, Christian Ortega.
Christian Ortega will be the starting first baseman for the South Division at the All-Star Game in Hamilton on Sunday afternoon, a week from tomorrow. Takes the first pitch. It's low and away, ball 1.
He looked to me like the clear-cut starter for the South for this All-Star game. He got my vote.
having an outstanding season for the Red Sox, at least the first half. Outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Ortega hitting .340 coming into today. And that's a called strike. It's 1-2.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Everybody clap your hands.
And by the way, if you didn't get to vote for the All-Star teams, or even if you did, there is still an opportunity for each team to add what I believe will be a reserve player from the North and South divisions. There's a pick. You can pick one from the North, pick one from the South, and each team has one representative. For the Baycats, it's Alex Wickett. I know the Barrie Baycat players would love to see him added to the roster with the start that he's had in his young rookie season here in Barrie. That's a strike for IMP North. There are 2 strikeouts in this inning, sandwiched around a single by Cassidy Watt. 2 down.
It seems like the next man up mentality from this Barrie Baycats team is kind of all characterized within what Alex Wickett has brought to this club. He's had hits in every game except his first.
Little flare over second and a right field base hit. 2 on for the Red Sox. And as you mentioned, the walks last night in Brantford just showing that he's the type of player that's willing to do whatever it takes just to get on base. Not being too aggressive at the plate, but certainly seizing his opportunities as well.
He's only struck out 3 times in 9 games coming into today, too. So he can be aggressive at the plate, getting hits, but patient yesterday, but making contact is huge.
That bat goes flying over the Red Sox dugout, and a fan picks it up. It's a Baycats fan, but he's going to return. Is that Sam? No, Sam's behind us. Somebody wearing one of our polo shirts. Couldn't quite see who it is. Looks like a Baycat fan picking up the bat and handing it back to the Red Sox. Two on for Brantford. 2 away. Runners Watt and Black. Yeah, just back to Alex Wickett. That is a very low strikeout percentage for a rookie. Still a small sample size, but you got to be really impressed by that.
Yeah, so Matt, he had all 3 of his walks this year all coming in last night's game, so 1-to-1 ratio in terms of strikeouts to walk.
But 3 strikeouts in 9 games. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch from Benitez. Vayu could not hold up, and it's 1-2. Tried to check his swing, but it was too late.
Yeah, it looked like a slider possibly out of the hand of Juan Benitez, broke towards that outside part of the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Juan Benitez, brought to you by IMP North. The Red Sox strand 2 in the top of the 3rd inning. We played 2.5. It's Barrie 2, Brantford 1. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Bernie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Third Inning at Play is brought to you by Render 3D Quick, #1 architectural 3D rendering company in Canada, working with thousands of builders, developers, architects, and more.
Baycats back to the top of the order here in the third inning. We got a junior Baycats PA announcer on the mic. Noel McGarry Doyle is introduced. Brandon Hernandez, Willie Garcia will follow. Well, it's been a lot of fun watching Noel on the social media highlights. He is having a good time here in Barrie this season. Brief absence, came back, and has really been contributing.
Noah Hull was telling us last night after the game how much the team has kind of really gelled over this last, hot streak they've been on. 7 of 8 they've won.
On the ground to short, backhanded. The throw is high by Lucas Lefebvre. Nice job to backhand that ball, but a wild throw. That's going to be the first error of the game for the Red Sox, I think. So McGarry Doyle is aboard. Here's Brandon Hernandez.
As I was saying, the camaraderie of this team has kind of really shown itself really well over the last week or so. You've seen it on social media with how well the players are interacting. It's carrying over through this All-Star break, which is really nice to see.
They had a stretch of 7 games in 9 days and won 6 of those 7 games. And when you're playing that often, these guys are spending a lot of time with each other without interruption. Can really do a lot to build team chemistry. And it was a good stretch for the Baycats. On the ground foul over near the dugout.
But I think also it's the, they started out this season, really struggling. And I think to have them all kind of come up and be successful individually at the same time, I think that really helps this team. You can't really point to just one player who's been so hot. It's really been a whole collective effort.
Connor Irvine checking the runner, a bit of a high throw, but Jeremy Veilleux leaping up to grab it. McGarry Doyle just 2 steals and 4 attempts so far. There he goes. Pitch is high and away. The throw, it's a good one. The tag, not in time. Good throw, it was a bouncer. The tag to the helmet by Lefebvre on McGarry Doyle, but he was in underneath it. So that is his 3rd stolen base in 5 attempts.
Cassidy Watt did everything he could to get that throw down in time. It was a great throw. Just Noel McGarry Doyle, a great jump off of Connor Irvine, the right-hander.
Last year, Noel McGarry Doyle was a perfect 8 for 8 stolen base attempts. Interesting, he hit .463 last season in 13 games, and in 14 games so far this year, he's hitting .468. Well, pretty consistent, both of those departments. This one to second, bobble, the throw, they got him. Good run by Brandon Hernandez. I thought he might have beat it out, but he didn't.
Hernandez didn't turn on the Jets until maybe 2/3 of the way down the first base line. There's an instance last night, too, where he grounded into a double play and was doubled off because he didn't realize Yeah, he could have beat out the throw until about 2/3 of the way down the line. Similar situation here today. He could have beat that one out if he was hustling the entire 90 feet.
Well, not to make excuses, it is really hot out there, and there's always going to be that temptation on a routine play, maybe not to necessarily run as hard. And you're right. I mean, it wasn't until he saw that Bateman had bobbled that ball that he really turned on the afterburners. By then it was too late. I thought he might have beat that out anyways, to be honest with you, but it was a close play at first.
Well, yesterday in the instance that I'm mentioning, he actually did beat it out. He was called out. I have video of it. That one definitely, it looked like he was still out by maybe a quarter of a step.
So you thought that other one was closer than this one?
Absolutely. Well, yesterday he was safe. I watched it back.
Wow. 1-1 is driven to right field, and it's a shoestring grab there by Brody Black. Here's the runner coming in from third. He scores, and Barrie takes a 3-1 lead.
I wonder if they're going to try to appeal this. They have a good shot of potentially getting it out here. I'm not sure if Noah McGarry-Doyle saw it. They're going to call him safe. Definitely, from our vantage point, looked like that ball might have dropped.
A nice shoestring catch by Brody Black in right field. Garcia brings the run home. McGarry-Doyle tagging. Barrie gets their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's 3-1 Baycats. Never a bad idea to check over at third anyways if you're not sure. Umpires will never help you with that. They got to make that appeal on your own. Little flare to shallow shortstop. Behind the bag at second, making the catch, Lucas Lefebvre. Baycats with 3 runs in 3 innings, and they lead 3-1 through 3. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
We go to the fourth at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Barrie Baycats looking to take both ends of this home-and-home series against the Brantford Red Sox. Winning last night in Brantford and now up 3-1 here at home as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Juan Benitez has had a quality start so far, despite the fact that he's had base runners to deal with all 3 innings. He has 5 strikeouts and has held the Red Sox to just 1 run. Showing bunt is Bateman, back to the mound. Benitez with a throw in time, making that one look routine.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that, Ben. He made that look so easy. He saw that bounce right off the bat of Lucas Bateman, right up to him. He didn't really have to do a whole lot. Came straight off the mound, and the throw was on the money.
Designated hitter number 28, Graham Tevin.
It seems like any play where Juan Benitez is in a position to make a defensive play, there's never any confusion out there. And if it's his play, he knows it, he fields it confidently, and most of the time makes a good throw.
You wouldn't get this vibe from him off the field, but he is a very assertive pitcher, both pitching the baseball but on the field.
Driven to right field, long way for a safe of Jones. He makes the catch over the shoulder. 2 down here in the 4th.
Talking about Juan Benitez making his play look routine. Asafa Jones makes that look routine. Bit of an over-the-shoulder catch drifting to his right and in right field.
Well, that ball stayed up, and it gave Jones enough time to get over there. He's a speedy outfielder. Made a really nice catch with his back to home plate.
It didn't seem like the wind had too much of an effect on the direction of that one either.
It really is a swirling wind here. Now it's kind of shifted over towards right field. It was blowing straight in from center. Day like today, these outfielders are constantly checking the flags, even in some cases just throwing some grass in the air just to see where it's going. How strong is it? One ball, one strike. Lucas Lefebvre fouls that one back, 1-2. Benitez now a strike away from his first 3 up, 3 down inning today. Five strikeouts so far in the afternoon. Kicks and deals. Make it 6. Foul tip into the glove for the 3rd strike. It's brought to you by IMP North. And the Red Sox go 3 up, 3 down to the top of the 4th inning. We've played 3.5. Barrie up 3-1 on Rogers TV and Baycats TV on YouTube.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
This 4th inning of play is brought to you by Vintage Throne Barber Lounge, redefining gentlemen one community at a time. For the first time in this game, let's go to our sideline reporter, Maddie Gale.
Thanks, Julius. Before the game, I got the chance to talk to Brantford owner Terry Smith, and he was telling me it's been especially hard lately with their pitching squad because most of their starting pitchers are injured right now. He said he thinks the boys that have been pitching so far have been doing a good job, but it's just made it a bit more challenging lately for them. But he's excited to see what these pitchers can do.
Thank you, Maddie. I'm impressed with how often Terry Smith travels with his ball club. That is a good sign that your team ownership is in good hands when the guy that owns your club is traveling with the team and showing up at as many games as he can.
Talked to him earlier as well, and he was telling me he's been to every game so far this year. And he said he especially enjoys coming up to Barrie because he likes the community that we have here.
Ground ball to short. Lefebvre, midsection, handles it, makes the throw, gets Clark for the first out of the inning.
Did tell me London was his favorite park, though, which is totally understandable. That might be my favorite, too.
For those who don't know, Terry Smith, well documented, the inspiration behind Ted Lasso. You can Wikipedia that and read all about it. It's a fascinating story.
He's got a very wide-ranging athletic career, both as an athlete or as a coach, manager, what have you.
So if a sitcom star or a movie character was to be patterned after you, who would it be, Julius?
Oh, my goodness.
Give you a second to think about that. And that's a foul ball.
Are you saying like an existing character, or like who would I have act as?
Yeah, anybody at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either for you. I'm trying to think.
I have no idea. That's a bad answer, but like I don't think about this very often.
No. I don't know who I would pick for myself. Maybe Jerry Seinfeld? All the dating disasters I've had over the years. I don't know. No balls, 2 strikes. Noah Hull at the plate. Sorry, it's a 2-1 count. I've corrected the scoreboard. How did we even get on that? Ted Lasso. Yeah, okay. No, I'm going to have to think about that for you. There is somebody. There is a character. I just got to think of it. Connor Irvine winds and deals. Popped up, and it is foul. Everybody ducking out of the way of that one over near the concession booth. Well, the cold beverages in high demand today, no question about that. Got to stay hydrated in this heat. We had a 32-degree game time temperature, humidex of 40, and that has not eased at all.
No, absolutely not.
If anything, it might have gone up a little bit. That one upstairs to Noah Hull. He battles hard to work this count full 3-2.
Well, the cloud cover has dissipated a little bit over the last couple innings, and that hot wind is still persisting as well.
Payoff pitch on the way. On the ground, foul. Over to the on-deck circle. Jones barehands that, throws it to the dugout. And we'll get another 3-2 pitch here in just a moment. Now the wind is blowing right to left. Momentarily. To first, and it's off the glove of AU. Not in time. There to back him up was Lucas Bateman. How about Noah Hull running hard down that first base line?
Yeah, a bit of a bounding ball got the best of Jeremy Veilleux. Lucas Bateman, as you mentioned, a great job backing up his first baseman. Irvine got to the bag in plenty of time, but Hull runs too well. That slight mistake cost the Red Sox a base runner.
You know, this is as close to a Wrigley Field wind as you will see, because every time you look at the flags, they're going a different direction. It's a swirling wind, constantly variable. Asafa Jones, 0 for 1 today. Getting some action in right field this afternoon. Made a nice catch over the shoulder earlier in this ball game. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the 4th. Pitch from Irvine. That's low and in the dirt. Nice scoop by Cassidy Watt.
I really like the way Asafa Jones has improved his approach to the plate throughout his time with the Baycats this year. He was very eager to swing, get a hit earlier on this year, but he's much more patient as of late.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he was forcing the game rather than letting it come to him.
And I think a big reason for that kind of mentality change is Tristan Clark, who's told me before that he's told him and Asafa Jones in batting practice, you know, don't try so hard. And it actually kind of works for him.
On the ground to second, Bateman, a nice little shovel to the shortstop. The relay to first, not in time. Bateman didn't even take that out of his glove. Risky play, but he did it as cleanly as he could. Hull is retired 4-6. Fielder's choice for Jones. 1 on, 2 out. Here's Tyler Plumpton. A run on 6 hits for the Red Sox. They're out hitting the Baycats. 3-3 for Barrie. Connor Irvine with the first pitch. And it's a foul into the glove for a strike.
And 2 of Barrie's hits coming in that second inning. Tristan Clark and Noah Hull to start off the frame.
Yeah, Irvine's done well to keep the damage minimal, but the Baycats have struck all 3 innings so far. There's a called strike to Plumpton, 0-2.
Yes, defense hasn't helped him out. A couple errors already in this game.
Brantford bullpen quiet. They used a lot of pitchers last night, as you mentioned, and have a game tomorrow afternoon as well. Runner leads 0-2 on the way. Up high. Count 1-2.
That first error committed by Lucas Lefebvre in the third inning that directly led to Noel McGarry-Doyle scoring. So it looks like that one will go unearned.
Red Sox host the red-hot Hamilton Cardinals tomorrow, 2 o'clock at Arnold Anderson Stadium. And a line drive over the second baseman, Lucas Bateman. And it'll be runners on the corners for the Baycats. Jones to third. Plumped him with his first hit of the afternoon, and here's number 9 hitter, Alex Wickett. The Red Sox at home tomorrow at 2. Baycats wrap up the weekend in Kitchener tomorrow night. Note the start, 5 p.m. It's a 5 p.m. Sunday night game in Kitchener. These have kind of become a thing at Jack Couch Park, these Sunday night games. I think there's been some scheduling issues maybe with the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium and the parking situation there, and I think that's sort of factored into these 5 o'clock games. They're trying to avoid any overlap. This one to the right field for a base hit, and Jones will score. Throw comes into third. That's an RBI single for Alex Wickett. A run in all 4 innings for the Baycats. Here's leadoff man Noel McGarry-Doyle.
Back-to-back hits lead to that run. Alex Wickett making it look easy at the bottom of the order, turning it back over.
McGarry-Doyle with a strikeout, reached on an error, stole a base, and scored a run. 2 on for him here, takes the first pitch inside.
Mentioned that 5 o'clock start time. Barrie plays in Kitchener 3 times this year. They've already done it once. This is the only one of the 3 that is a 5 o'clock start. Previous one was 2, and the last one will be 2 as well.
So I think it might just be a July thing.
Possibly.
At Jack Couch Park. Strike 2. Or strike 1, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandon Hernandez on deck, hopeful for an at-bat here in this inning. 4-1 Baycats. Irvine gets the sign from Watt. Checks the runner, kicks, and deals. And it's a foul into the glove, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hold on to your notes, partner.
I'm trying my best. Wind is not my friend today.
And it's not cooling us down at all. Very warm, tropical wind. It's now blowing from left to right. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Watt off with the mask. Looks the runner's back. It's a 2-2 count.
Everybody clap your hands.
Baycats with wins over the Red Sox 8-6, 12-1, and 16-5 last night. This is the 4th of 6 regular season matchups between these teams. 2-2 pitch. And McGarry-Doyle stays alive.
Baycats put up 20 or more runs in each of those last 2 games. The 12-1 and 16-5 last night.
Irvine again wants Watt to run through the signs. Second time this at bat, he's asked him to do that. Here's the 2-2, and the count is full.
Looked like that pitch caught Watt off guard. He wasn't expecting to have to field a spiked ball in the dirt.
Well, Irvine asked Watt to run through the signs a second time, so communication's been a problem here in this at bat with Noel McGarry-Doyle. It's a 3-2 count now. Irvine might be doing a little decoy there, too. Here's the pitch. On the ground, to first. Low one scooped up by Vayu. He steps on the bag. It's in time for the out. Baycats with another run. A run in all 4 innings, and we've played 4. It's a 4-1 Baycat lead over the Brantford Red Sox here this afternoon. Julius up to call innings 5 and 6 when we return. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer! Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the fifth inning at Athletic Kulture Stadium. The Barrie Baycats lead the Brantford Red Sox by a score of 4-1, but the Red Sox still out hitting Barrie 6-5. I'll be back to the top of the order for Brantford against Juan Benitez. It's Ren Takioka.
Yeah, it's been a weird sort of outing for Juan Benitez. A lot of base runners, but a lot of strikeouts as well. He seems to have settled down nicely after 2 base runners in the third. He's retired the last 4 in a row.
First pitch to Takioka, the leadoff man's up high. 6 strikeouts already for Benitez. Struck out the side in that third inning and got 3 up, 3 down for the first time in the fourth. 1-0 is inside as Takioka shows bunt. Manages to sneak out of the way of that inside pitch.
Well, that might have been an inside pitch with some purpose as well, too, if they were thinking Takioka might try to lay one down. Noah Hull was certainly ready at third. He's back in on the grass again here.
The only infielder playing in. That one's cut foul out of play. 2-1 now.
We've seen starts like this from Benitez before, where he deals with base runners early in the game and then finds a rhythm and will set down a string of opposing hitters in a row.
2-1 is bunted foul, bring the count to 2-2. His last home start was very much the opposite. He was cruising fairly well early on. Went 7 innings. He was telling me after the game that he was just able to find the strike zone early and build that confidence. Telling me it's almost like you can throw whatever you want when you get that head early in the count that often, as Takioka fouls another pitch off.
Frank Garces pitched last night in Brantford, so Cesar Rosado would be the presumed starter tomorrow.
That's correct. 2-2. Takioka against Benitez. It's up high, counts full. Last night was Garces, just his second career start or appearance in general against the Red Sox. Still has yet to allow an earned run against them through 14 innings. 3-2. Line into center field, Noel McGarry-Doyle having to come in. He lets it fall. So leadoff base hit for Ren Takioka.
McGarry-Doyle had to gauge that ball, and it took him a couple of extra seconds just to get a good read on it. By the time he did, he had no chance to charge that ball. Try to make a low grab. Decided to play it safe, let it bounce, and Red Sox get the leadoff man aboard.
Throw over to first. Checking on Takioka. He dives back in safely. Quick move there from Juan Benitez.
Not a bad idea. Takioka 11 for 11 in steals.
Had one earlier today, so it makes it 12. Or pardon me, 11.
Yeah, I added that one in for you.
Yeah. Didn't quite catch on.
That's all right.
Noah Hull still playing in at third base. 1-0, could see a bunt here from Paulos. Here's the pitch from Juan Benitez. It's in for a strike.
This Red Sox team loves to bunt. It's been kind of a trademark of their offensive attack for a number of years, and even down by 3 runs here where they need base runners.
Well, Well, they don't have that kind of power throughout the entire lineup as they used to have years ago. 1-1, fouled away. Christian Ortega really the one that's provided that in his time with the team this year. Cassidy Watt as well.
Ortega, Takioka, and Palos, the three hitting higher than 300 in the lineup.
Fans getting behind Benitez. He throws to first. Just on the outside of the bag. Could have been in time to get Takioka, but not the right placement for a tag. It's received there by Nolan Macabrota.
Takioka was leaning a little bit. I'm not sure if he would have been off with that one, but he read the pickoff attempt well.
Ball is low, blocked by Plumpton. Takioka takes second base anyway.
So you're a pitcher, you do all that work to try to keep the runner honest, and now he's standing at second base anyways. So I think if you're Juan Benitez, you just focus on the guy at the plate here.
Keep in mind also Benitez used his 2 disengagements in this plate appearance already. So having that kind of in his back pocket. Here's the 2-2, a wave and a miss. Another strikeout for IMP North, number 7 for Benitez. Now through 4 1/3.
7 strikeouts. He has strikeouts in every inning of this game except for the second.
Looked like a little excuse me swing inside, trying to keep the hands in. Ethan Palos, his second K of the game. That'll bring up Cassidy Watt. First pitch is a little nubber out to the right side. Tough play here for Alex Wickett. He dives, knocks it down. It'll be an infield hit there for Cassidy Watt. Takioka holds up at third, so runners on the corners here with 1 out.
Well, I absolutely love that effort by Alex Wickett, but even if he did glove that, there was absolutely no way he was going to have a play at first base. He went a long way, though, and never gave up on that ball. And if you're a manager, you have to love to see that.
Right-handed hitting Cassidy Watt. One off the end of his bat, going all the way kind of in between, a large hole between Wickett and Matt Cabrota at first. Double play in order could end the inning. This is Christian Ortega. First pitch is a strike to him. Leads the team in home runs with 5. Mentioned him as where the power usually comes from in this Brantford lineup. 3 others tied with 3. 2 of them are on the bases right now, Takioka and Cassidy Watt. Watt goes, the pitch is high and in. No throw down from Plumpton. He looks Takioka back at third.
Yeah, no surprise, and that was a good move to have Watt get him in a scoring position. Uncontested. All Plumpton could do was look the runner back at third. If he had a thrown down, Takioka would have been off for sure. And it's now 2 in scoring position for a pretty good RBI man here, Christian Ortega.
Ortega had a hit in the first. The pitch to him is laced foul on the left side.
Manager Aiden Colangelo has to be wondering what is it going to take to get some runs on the board here off Juan Benitez. They have just 1 run to show for 8 hits so far this afternoon. Another great opportunity for them here. Can they cash in on it?
They've stranded 4 runners. They have 2 on now. That one low again, so 2-2. Two in scoring position, 2-2 with 1 out. There's a drive out to left field. Clark having to go back on it. He won't reach it. It's into the corner, off the wall. Fair ball. Both runs will come in. It's a 2 RBI double for Christian Ortega. And it's a 1-run game.
Yeah, and he is the one guy in this Brantford lineup that you definitely want to pitch carefully. And I was just about to say, if they put him on with first base open, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. I know it's still early in the game, but Ortega got one hanging over the plate and made Benitez pay. Just like that, the Red Sox are within striking distance.
Could argue a bit of a beneficiary there with the wind. That ball just kept drifting further and further away from Tristan Clark. He had no shot at it. First pitch to Brody Black is popped out of play. Black 3 RBI yesterday with a triple with the bases loaded in that 6th inning. Tying run at second base here now. Black, similar swing, similar location, fouled out of play.
Definitely want to be careful with this Red Sox team. If you let them hang around, they can burn you.
That one low. Still just one out in the inning. A strikeout to Ethan Paulos, second batter of the frame. Again, another big hole on that right side against Brody Black. 1-2 from Benitez. Called strike 3. 8 Ks brought to you by IMP North for Juan Benitez.
Well, I have no idea what Black was looking for, but it wasn't that pitch. It just absolutely froze him.
Number 12, Jeremy Veilleux.
2 strikeouts for Benitez here on the 5th.
Second time Black has gone down on Ks in this game. Jeremy Veilleux, the batter now, he's done it as well. First pitch to him, wave and a miss. Curveball down and away.
They're not playing till 5, but the juniors and struggling
I have to. 0-1. Fastball low and away this time. Gets another wave and a miss from Veilleux.
Great job by Benitez mixing up the pitches here, getting an 0-2 count on Jeremy Veilleux.
There is action in the Brantford bullpen. Here's an 0-2. Benitez comes set. Here's the pitch. Just low. Similar spot he tried to get. No chase from Veilleux.
Yeah, Veilleux, the veteran, he was not going to chase that one. Knew exactly what Benitez had in mind on that 0-2 pitch. He may see something better here on the 1-2.
Could see something inside this time. We'll see. Here's the 1-2 from Benitez. Further outside this time on the fastball.
Veilleux hitting .235, but does have a knack for coming through in clutch situations. Tying run aboard here.
Time called by Veilleux on the 2-2. Appeal down to first. He didn't go. Runs the count full. Great patience there from Jeremy Veilleux after going down 0-2.
Yeah, that was the right call by Jeff Rose. Veilleux able to pull his bat back and not offer.
3-2 pitch. That one's outside. Veilleux gets the free pass with 2 out. That'll bring up Lucas Bateman.
Well, Veilleux taking a couple of pitches in that at-bat that were very tempting. And despite having 2 strikes, he's able to work a walk.
You mentioned how Veilleux knack for those clutch situations. This year, 2 for 10 with 2 RBI with runners in scoring position. This is first pitch strike to Lucas Bateman.
And on a team that has struggled offensively, that's not insignificant.
0-1. Benitez working quickly. That one's low again.
Yeah, he seems to have picked up the pace a little bit here. As soon as we say that, he steps off the mound and goes to the rosin. So he does the exact opposite. But Benitez likes to develop a good rhythm, unlike his teammate Cesar Rosado, who has a tendency to slow the game right down, even without runners on behind him.
Time called by Bateman. A lot of right-handed hitters in the bottom of this Brantford lineup. Almost seems like they're stacked with righties. Here's the 0-1. It's inside.
It'll be interesting to see who Josh Matlow has in mind out of the bullpen this afternoon. Braden Pakala didn't pitch last night, but he is a left-hander, and you mentioned this lineup loaded with righties.
Inside out swing, but fouled out of play by Bateman.
Adam Kahn, the right-hander, pitched well his last relief appearance.
He is active today. Did see him earlier today. I imagine they get him some innings. 2-2 from Benitez. On the ground, a short. Hernandez scoops up. The throw to first is in plenty of time to get Bateman retiring the side, but Brantford adds 2 more. A 2 RBI double from Christian Ortega makes this a 1-run ball game halfway through. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
Chrissy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
Barrie on top 4-3 over the Brantford Red Sox on this Saturday afternoon. As we head to the bottom of the fifth inning, it's brought to you by One-Eyed Jack Barrie. Bring your same-day Baycats tickets before or after a game and get 10% off your bill.
Julius Hern, Ben Davy, Matty Gill along with you on this Saturday afternoon. It's now a one-run game. Barrie's still in front, now 4-3. Brandon Hernandez to lead off this fifth inning for Barrie. The first pitch to him is inside from Connor Irvin.
Very important inning here for the Baycats to respond after Juan Benitez got hit for 2 runs in the top half of this inning. You don't want to let a team like the Red Sox stick around and keep this score close.
We have an awkward swing there from Brandon Hernandez. Counts now 1-1. That second pitch was quite inside. Irvine's pitch is in the dirt. Didn't quite hit Hernandez. Very close to getting him on the foot.
Almost hit the top of his foot. I think it hit the ground right in front of it. He's back in quickly.
Irvine working quickly as well. Here's 2-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Day like today, I don't think any of these players want to be out there on that field longer than they have to.
I will say last night felt longer than it actually was in terms of actual game time. 2-2 is fouled. Line drive right to that bleacher section beyond the Brantford Red Sox dugout.
It hit something. We don't have screens extending that far down here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, but I didn't hear what it hit, but it bounced off something and came back.
Might have directly hit the wood bleachers there, so hopefully everyone's okay. 2-2 is inside. Hernandez doesn't offer. It's 3-2.
We say it a lot and we sound like a broken record, but when you're at the game, especially when you have kids, you have to watch the play at all times. There's all kinds of fun things to do down both baselines, but those balls come over in a hurry.
Little number to third base. Tough play for Ortega. His throw goes up into right field. Hernandez rounds first. He'll head into second safely. 2-base error committed by Christian Ortega. Baycats have a runner in scoring position to lead off this fifth.
Well, just a really bad throw by the Red Sox third baseman. He would have had to have made a pretty, almost perfect throw to get Hernandez at first. Just uncorked a wild one there.
Hernandez,
3 errors on the afternoon for the Red Sox now.
Hernandez clearly got jammed on that pitch. Hit very low on his bat and didn't have much velocity going towards that third base side. Ortega did everything he could to try and make a play, but the throw was wild. So this is Willie Garcia. Sacrifice fly his last time up. He's still 0 for 0, walk and a sac fly. Hernandez the lead. The first pitch to Garcia is a breaking ball inside. Irvine looks in. Comes set. Garcia ready. Hernandez the dancing lead. Here's the pitch from Irvine. Breaking ball outside this time. Still just the one strikeout on the game for Connor Irvine. That was the first batter of the game, Noel McGarry Doyle, in the first inning. Looks the runner. It's a 2-0. It's a called strike.
It's been an interesting outing here for Connor Irvine because he's kept the damage minimal all afternoon. Yet the Baycats have been able to strike for a runoff of all 4 innings. Avoiding the big inning, though, and that's what this Baycat lineup is capable of. Putting the lead out of reach in a hurry like they did last night.
2-1, outside cut, and a miss from Garcia. That's his bread and butter.
If you're Brantford, you got to be feeling pretty good with this 4-3 score. You're within striking distance, middle innings here.
especially seeing it as an improvement off of last night's 11-run blowout. On the ground to second, Bateman goes back on it, fields it cleanly. The throw into first is in time. Hernandez moves up to third. So Garcia still productive with the at-bat, moving Hernandez up 90 feet.
Yeah, that's a big 90 feet for sure. Just one out of the inning, and a deep fly ball from this man could give the Baycats a 2-run lead. This team has given up 32 runs in their last 2 games, so a notable improvement on that in the first half of this game here this afternoon.
This is Noah Macabrota. RBI opportunity with the infield in. The first pitch is high. Again, Connor Irvine working quickly. Here's the 1-0 delivery and cut through by Macabrota. Tristan Clark on deck. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off by Macabrota. Looks like Jose Rodriguez is on standby in the Brantford Red Sox bullpen. Aiden Colangelo told me they were going to try and stretch out Irvine as much as possible. It's a hard hit grounder to short. And Lefebvre makes the play at first, 2 down.
Easy play for Lefebvre, but he handled that ball well. Able to keep that runner at third base, Brandon Hernandez, and now 2 down in the inning.
So here's Tristan Clark.
Noticed on that Macabrota at bat, Irvine kept the ball down in the zone, and that prevented Macabrota from hitting that deep fly ball to get the runner in, as he just pounded that one right into the ground.
Fouled straight back by Clark. Yeah, Macabrota very much a high ball hitter in terms of that's where his power typically comes from. Doesn't tend to reach for a lot.
Irvine pitched him well that at bat.
So infield back at regular depth. Here's the 0-1 to Clark. Another big swing and miss.
Clark 1 for 2 today. They need him here.
Irvine is already set. Clark steps back in. 0-2 on the way. Up high. Wind starting to gust more than it has earlier in this game. Here in this 5th inning. One-two from Irvine. Line drive into center field. Will it drop? Yes, it will. Hernandez comes in to score. It's a 2-run game, an RBI single by Tristan Clark.
That ball held up for a long time, but it was just in the perfect spot between Paulos and Black in right center field. Neither one of them were able to get to it. And how about the Baycats this afternoon? 5 innings and a run in each of them.
Impressive consistency from the home team today. Clark able to get it done with 2 out.
I mean, the Red Sox have avoided the big inning, and that's what's kept them in this game, hanging around here. But Barrie with some good sustained pressure, spreading out the offense here this afternoon.
That run will go unearned on Irvine, so 2 of those 5 runs unearned. Clark the lead at first. Hull with a hit and a ground out today. Here's the 0-1. Trying to find the hole, but it's caught by Ortega. Easy catch for the third baseman, but Barrie has another 1-run inning. They lead it by a score of 5-3 as we head into the 6th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the sixth, Athletic Kulture Stadium. Barrie leads it by a score of 5-3 over the Brantford Red Sox. Noah Hull ended the last inning with a lineup, but Matty Gale had a chance to speak with him pregame.
Obviously, you had an incredible game yesterday with multiple home runs. How are you feeling today?
Feel good, you know. I got in late last night, so not a lot of sleep last night. But you know, excited to be out on the field again with the boys. You know, hopefully keep this little win streak we're starting to build going again. So it's good.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start, but you guys are on a bit of a win streak right now. How do you think the team's chemistry is?
Oh, it's immaculate right now, I'd say. You know, as the summer's gone on, we've just gotten closer and closer, you know, spending time at the field, spending time off the field, you know. Really starting to kind of create a brotherhood here, and I think it's really starting to show in the baseball we're playing on the field.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
At bat for the Red Sox, designated.
Thank you, Matty, and thank you to Noah Hull as well. New pitcher in the game for Barrie is right-hander Adam Kahn coming in for Juan Benitez.
Fifth relief appearance of the season, 10 in the third innings of work. Comes in with a 1-0 record. Fifth appearance of the year for Kahn, all of them out of the bullpen. 1-0 record.
His last outing was his first win in 2 years. So coming off his best appearance of the season thus far. It's Grant Tebbett to lead off for Brantford, who fouled that first pitch off to the screen. Oh, 1. Tebbett checked his swing. He didn't go around, so it's 1-1. Still action in the Brantford bullpen. One to Tebbett is up and in. Juan Benitez, 87 pitches through 5 innings, in line for the win. 62 of those were strikes. 1-1, little flare. It's going to land out of play, foul.
Well, Kahn has pitched pretty well this season, with the exception of one relief appearance, and that was at Christie Pitts in Toronto. It was a 17-7 Baycat win, so the score was never really in jeopardy, but Kahn allowed 4 earned runs in 4 innings of work that evening.
Got the save in that appearance, too. 2-2 on the ground to third. It's Noah Hull trying to backhand it, and it gets under his glove. Tebbett will reach. Tough play.
Yeah, we were going to say the same thing. I mean, I'd be surprised if they put an error up for him on that, but official scorer Gary Mason rules that an infield hit, and I think that's the right call.
I was curious to see why Hull was going to backhand that instead of square up to it. Tebbett does run pretty well for his age. He's been in this league for quite a while. That'll bring up Lucas Lefebvre. First pitch is outside. Tebbett goes, no look over. The throw down from Tyler Plumpton is not in time. Kahn didn't even bother to look at Tebbett, who got a great jump and moves into scoring position with nobody out.
Kahn in his second season here in Barrie was a member of the 2024 championship club and Still just 23 years old, Aurora native.
2-0 to LaFave. Bounding ball. Redemption chance for Noah Hull. Scoops it up. Throw to first is in time. Tebbett will move up to third on the throw behind Hull. So he moves up another 90 feet on the ground out.
Yeah, unlike with Tebbett, Hull had a lot of time to get Lucas LaFave at first and made a good strong throw.
Talk about Adam Kahn. He had a big year in college this year. Appeared in the NAIA World Series with UBC. But nobody was stopping LSU Shreveport. 59-0 national championship run.
Will we see Takioka bunt here with one out? Runner at third.
Noah Hull playing against it, just ahead of that infield turf. 1-0 with one out. Doesn't show bunt, takes a strike.
He got some speed at third base. This might be a spot for a suicide squeeze. Little Brantford Red Sox baseball, keeping the score close.
Ethan Palos on deck. Pitch to Takioka is inside. If Takioka can't get it down, Palos could. Hull relatively far from that third base bag. Kahn still paying no mind to the runner. 2-1 pitch to Takioka. It's a grounder up the middle. Tough play. Alex Wickett has to set his feet, but no time to throw. Tebbett comes in to score. It's an infield single and an RBI for Takioka.
Yeah, just too much speed. Tebbett was well on his way home. Takioka, one of the fastest runners in the league. Wickett was there. Gloved it cleanly, but there was no way he was going to have a play on either of those.
Ball might have hit the mound. It didn't look like it had a ton of speed as it went past the second base bag. Takioka, another dangerous base runner. Kahn, again, not paying much mind to him. Doesn't go. First pitch to Paulus, called a strike. Eleven hits now for the Brantford Red Sox, but still trailing this one by one. Barrie just 6 hits. Throw down to first. Diving in safely is Takioka.
I got to give the Red Sox an enormous amount of credit for hanging around here this afternoon, keeping the score close. Still a lot of baseball to go today, but they're refusing to let the Baycats put that big inning to get on top and build a comfortable lead on them here today.
Takioka doesn't go again. It's 1-1 now to Paulos.
Right-hander throwing in the Red Sox bullpen now, so we'll see if that's it for Connor Irvine.
Takioka goes, 1-1 pitch, swung through, the throw down to second is in time! Tyler Plumpton guns down Ren Takioka. First catcher to do so this season. That's a big out for Adam Kahn.
They have really been testing the arm of Tyler Plumpton this afternoon, and he got a big one there. Anytime you can take Ren Takioka off the bases, really changes the makeup of this at-bat here against the dangerous Ethan Paulos.
First time Takioka's been caught stealing this year. Base is empty now with 2 out. Here's the 1-2. Kahn can put him away here. It's outside. Just the third base runner and thrown out by Tyler Plumpton this season. 2-2. Grounder right back to Kahn. Easy play. Flip over to first is in plenty of time. Brantford adds one more. It's yet again a 1-run ball game through 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca.
Inning number 6, the winning ticket number 565-4368. 565-4368.
Why don't we do these
For
every
inning number 7, programming prize.
Like, instead of reading 5.
I know, yeah. It seems kind of silly.
565-4352. For inning number 8, the winning ticket number 565.
Also, we're doing innings that haven't even happened.
What are we doing? Good question.
The winning ticket number 565-4332. 565-4332. If you have any of those programming prize winning ticket numbers, you can claim your prizes at the Baycats merch booth at the front of the stadium. Congratulations. Also, there is a debit card that has been left behind at the Baycats merch booth. If it's yours, claim it. Identification, thank you in advance. And we also have a very special shout out here today at the ballpark. Very, very special shout out to the baseball team that is joining us in attendance. The 13 Barrie Bulls are all here in attendance. Thank you so much.
He was scrambling on his notes trying to figure out.
And thank you for supporting your Barrie Baycats.
Oh, I gotta do the tag. Bottom of the 6th inning brought to you by Moving.ca. 2 small men with big hearts moving, your original Canadian 2-man movers. When you think 2 men, think with big hearts, your Canadian choice.
Julius, Hern, Ben, Davy, Matty Gale, along with you. A 5-4 ball game for Barrie and over the Brantford Red Sox. A new pitcher for Brantford coming in for Connor Irvine is Leandro Mejia.
Leandro Mejia, this is his 6th relief appearance. 7 innings of work, a 1-1 record, and a very good 2.57 earned run average coming into today. And a little inspection here with Sean Schaefer coming out to the mound, pointing to Mejia's wrist. Oh, they're just switching out the baseball. Thought they were going to do a quick uniform inspection or something. The way he was pointing to his wrist there. So Mejia has a fresh baseball, and he'll face Asafa Jones.
And Jones to lead it off, then Tyler Plumpton, Alex Wickett, bottom third of the Barrie order in this 6th inning. Tall presence on the mound, right-hander Mejia. His first pitch to Jones. Breaking ball in for a strike.
As this game approaches the 2-hour mark, we have some other action happening around the IBL. Just getting underway, Kitchener in Welland. And then an hour from now, Hamilton's in Chatham-Kent, and London plays Guelph.
Fastball outside to Jones. It's 1-1.
Boy, the Jackfish have been red hot, and as well as Barrie has played, it's been a bit of an uphill climb for them to try to narrow that gap between them and the IBL division leaders.
Inside breaking ball fools Jones. It's 1-2. Yeah, it's tough when you have such a hot stretch, but you're not getting any help from around the league to take down that top team.
Baycats were 8th in the standings at one point early this season, and we mentioned the 7 of 8 streak that they're on right now, and they've been able to climb their way back to 4th, but they've been kind of stuck there for a while.
Called strike 3. Jones goes down looking on a breaking ball. First batter faced by Mejia goes down as a K.
Chatham-Kent Barnstormers continue their torrid pace. They've won 7 of their last 10. Majors have cooled off a little bit, 5-5 in their last 10. So Barrie a half a game behind Chatham-Kent and London. Quite the logjam there, 2 through 4. But the Welland Jackfish clearly out in front and showing no let-up, a 5-game win streak coming into their game today against Kitchener.
Tyler Plumpton steps in now, takes the first pitch strike.
The other interesting thing is you look at run differential. We were talking a little bit about this last week as well, and that's not the be-all and end-all, but when you do look at that stat, Welland is well out in front of every other team in the league, up and down. The only other team with a positive run differential is this team, the Barrie Baycats. They're a plus 47, but Welland more than 70 runs ahead of them.
Just blowout after blowout after blowout. Jackfish making it look easy, especially at home. Here's the 1-1. Popped up on the infield. First baseman Jeremy Veilleux will make the catch, 2 down.
Again, the question is, how do you do in the playoffs? A lot of people thought that it would be Welland in the IBL Championship Series last year, and they weren't able to advance past the Guelph Royals despite winning the pennant. So the pennant is a nice accomplishment, but the postseason is all that really matters.
2 down. Here's Alex Wickett. Trying to turn it back over to the top of the lineup. And an RBI singles last time up. Mejia deals. Fouled away, left side out of play.
Kitchener, Welland's opponent tonight, have been on the wrong end of some lopsided scores recently, most notably that no-hitter from Owen Boone and the Hamilton Cardinals earlier this week. Struggling to keep their lead over the Brantford Red Sox.
Oh, 1 outside. Mejia very much a fastball sinker slider pitcher. Uses them all at a pretty good clip early on, at least in this appearance. Doesn't favor the fastball as much as many other relievers in this league. 1-1 to Alex Wickett. Slow moving ball, drives it out to right field. But it's going to be playable. The catch in front of the track by Brody Black will end this inning. Wickett takes it for a ride, but just can't quite clear the wall. 5-4 Barries, we head into the 7th inning. Ben Davy back on the mic to call the rest of this ball game for you. You're watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Red Sox trail by a run. We head to the top of the 7th inning. It's 5 runs, 6 hits for the Baycats. The Red Sox 4 runs on 11 hits. 3 errors have made it an uphill climb for them here this afternoon. And they'll get to work here against right-hander Adam Kahn, who's back out for his 2nd inning of work.
Well, Jeffrey Mejia, who came in relief of Connor Irvine, really shut down the Baycats the last half inning. First inning they haven't scored in this game. You said to me between innings, this game is Brantford's if they want it. It's only 1 run deficit.
It looks like it, and that's no disrespect to the Barrie Baycats, but they have not been able to put up the big inning to this afternoon as they've done so often this season, and that's given Brantford every opportunity here. If they can generate a little offense and their pitching can keep the score close, set the table for a late inning victory.
Well, Barrie's put up 5 runs. They've only left 4 base runners on.
Adam Kahn with a 2-0 pitch on the way and misses outside, and he's behind 3-0 to Cassidy Watt. Watt with a productive afternoon, 2 for 3, scored a run in the 5th inning. Kahn to Watt, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So a walk to Watt, and here is the always dangerous Christian Ortega.
Number 1, Christian Ortega.
Put a ball in play in the 5th inning that brought home a couple of runs.
Well, I get the shyness, right? Like that's a given.
Runner leads at first. First pitch swinging. It's driven to center field, and a running catch made by Noel McGarry Doyle. Big first out here of this 7th inning. Here's Brody Black.
Brody Black.
You know what they need? You know how you're running a camera and like sometimes you can see like a red light come on? They need that for the screen. Like if you take it.
Red Sox looking to avoid their 3rd straight loss here this afternoon. And their first win over the Baycats in 2025. Down by a run in the 7th. First pitch fastball, and it's upstairs.
3 runs on 9 hits is the line for Juan Benitez. 8 strikeouts as well on just 87 pitches.
Another quality outing for the Dominican right-hander. And a called strike. Black did not like that call. It was too close to take.
Benitez only walked 1. That was in the 5th inning.
Juan is really doing what Cesar Rosado did last season, dominating with the strikeouts.
It seems that they come in bunches for Juan, though.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count.
Sometimes there'll be outings for him where he goes 7 innings, but he only has 2 or 3 strikeouts. This one, really dealing with the strikeouts, confident with his catcher Tyler Plumpton ahead of him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner at first is Cassidy Watt. He represents the tying run. Leads at first. Here's the pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Kahn, again, paying no attention to the base runners here as Watt dancing around there, but Kahn just focused on the man at the plate.
You got to imagine that he's got to start paying a bit more attention. Maybe he doesn't realize this is a 1-run game. That is the tying run at first base. And now that we're into the 7th inning, now's the time.
He looks over. Watt the lead. Does not go. The pitch. And it's over the head of Black. Plumpton on that. Fires it back to his pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Veteran Jeremy Veilleux on deck.
Yeah, we have Brady Packla warming up.
Throw to
and
first.
Watt is now hung up between first and second. Macabrota with a couple of bluffs. Underhand toss. The tag is applied, and they get him. I wonder if Tyler Plumpton picked something up and sent the signal to Kahn.
Well, very often you see when a catcher notices something, whether it's at first or second base, that maybe the runner should be looked at, catcher will drop their glove. He wasn't quite looking for it for Plumpton there, but you got to imagine, as smart of a catcher that he is, might have been able to send that signal over.
Would love to ask him after the game. That's one of the little finer points of the game that often go unnoticed, certainly don't show up in the box score. A lot of fans don't even notice those things as well. This one drills Veilleux. He's aboard, and how big now is that pickoff? Or sorry, Black. Black is hit by a pitch that'll bring Veilleux to the plate. So instead of 2 on
First baseman number 12, Jeremy
and
Veilleux.
1 out, there's 1 on and 2 out. That may not sound like a big difference, but in a one-run game, that can mean everything. The U will bat now with a runner on, 2 away. Black, the runner at first, he goes. Here's the throw by Plumpton, and it's just short. Stolen base by Brody Black. So they get a man in scoring position anyway.
It's almost like they gave up the out for the faster base runner.
The U with 2 strikeouts and a walk. 0-1 pitch from Kahn. Just missed outside. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Tying run at second base. Brody Black. Hit by a pitch, stole a base. Kahn misses on that offering, and the count is 3-1.
This is the first time I've noticed that you can see camera 1.
Two out in the inning, 3-1 the count. Kahn delivers, foul back to the screen, and the count is full.
That kid just flinched.
You can see now Adam Kahn starting to routinely look at the base runners now more. Got to imagine that pickoff might have given him a little bit of confidence in that department.
Big pitch coming up here, and you'll hear the crowd get behind Kahn with a 3-2 count and 2 out in the inning. Arguably the biggest pitch of the ball game. 5-4 Barrie lead. Kahn. A check on the runner. Deals. And it's fouled off to the right side. We'll do it again.
The hitter comes set, I'd stop all his counts.
Payoff pitch on the way from Adam Kahn. Here it comes. And another foul ball.
Almost the same spot there from Jeremy Bayou. Braden Packlow warming up in the Barrie bullpen. Left-hander.
Had to figure it'd be just a matter of time. We didn't see him last night, so he might be ready to go tonight. A fly ball right center field. Jones calls for it, and the catch is made by Noel McGarry-Doyle, cutting right in front of him. So that'll do it. Red Sox strand that runner at second base.
All right, 7 innings.
And that'll do it as we head to the 7th inning stretch. Barrie hanging on to their 5-4 lead. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
Friends from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Seventh inning of play is brought to you by Sleeman Beer. Real ones know.
Well, the Baycats will try to add to their 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. Really feels like this score is a lot closer than it should be. Red Sox have had their chances with 11 hits. Hanging around here in this ball game. Baycats will send the top of the order to the plate. Noel McGarry-Doyle, Brandon Hernandez, Willie Garcia.
Surprisingly, we haven't seen a base hit yet from Noel McGarry-Doyle today. Reached on an error and scored and stole a base. But he hasn't officially reached base safely.
Mejia on for his second inning of work, coming on in relief of starter Connor Irvine, who pitched well today, kept his club in line for a close finish here in these late innings.
Well, 5 total runs allowed, only 3 of them earned on 6 hits. Did everything that the Red Sox asked for him to do.
Mejia to McGarry-Doyle, taking all the way, and the pitch is high. Here's a question for you, Julius. Being a big music guy that you are, like myself, I know we always enjoy the players' walk-up songs. Any guesses what the #1 MLB player walk-up song is this year, the most requested song? 7 players have it as their walk-up song this year.
I feel like I know it, and it's country.
Country dominates the list, I gotta say. 4 of the top 5 are country songs, which kind of surprised me. High fly ball, center field, that'll hang up there. For Ethan Paulos, takes it for the first out of the inning.
I can probably guess the artist.
Yeah, see if you can guess the artist.
Is it Luke Combs?
Luke Combs has the 5th most requested song on the list, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma.
That's Tristan Clark's walk-up song.
Yeah, there's 5 other MLB players that have that as their walk-up song.
Interesting.
The #1 song is White Horse by Chris Stapleton.
Of course.
Johnny Cash with a vintage throwback has the 2nd most requested song in MLB. This one on the outfield grass, over the shortstop, actually on the dirt. As the wind blew it back, Lucas Lefebvre, 2 quick outs here.
Ben, what would your walk-up song be if you were at
I would say
baseball?
Chapel Roan, Pink Pony Club. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that would play in certain instances.
No, I'm a throwbacks guy. I like Always on My Mind, but not the Willie Nelson version, the Pet Shop Boys version.
Okay.
And the beginning of that song really cooks. I think I might go with that. Something 80s. Some synth pop, maybe. I don't know. How about you?
I'm a big metal guy.
You like country too, though, don't you?
I love country.
Yeah. See, I'm not a country fan at all.
I got a pretty wide, a very eclectic taste in music.
You do, and your music preferences go back quite a few eras as well. I was quite impressed by your diverse knowledge. Strike 3. That's the quickest the Baycats have gone down. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th. Willie Garcia frozen on that pitch. So we head to the 8th. Brantford within a run. It's 5-4 Baycats. You're watching Rogers TV and Baycats TV on YouTube.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Baycats up by a score of 5-4. Earlier, our own Matty Gale had a chance to catch up with Baycats' first-time All-Star, Noel McGarry-Doyle.
Obviously, you've had an incredible season with the Baycats so far. How does it feel to be named to your first All-Star team?
You know, I'm very blessed and honored to be representing Barrie in this next up-and-coming All-Star game. I'm very excited to, you know, get a bid to go and represent Barrie, and, you know, along with just being around some highly talented guys alongside myself and Mackie Broda.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, one thing we can say for sure is that this was a much different looking lineup and a much different looking outfield prior to the return of Noel McGarry-Doyle.
It seems like, and Josh Matlow, the manager, has said this many times to me, you know, in a lot of these post-game scrums, is when Noel McGarry-Doyle goes, the team goes along with him.
Braden Pakala is out for the Baycats. Third Barrie pitcher of the afternoon, the left-hander, out here to work the top of the 8th inning.
Pakala has really asserted himself as one of the most trusted relievers in this Barrie bullpen. Comes in a 1.54 ERA in 7 appearances, 11 2/3 innings overall this year.
Line drive to short and a leaping grab by Brandon Hernandez.
Timed that perfectly. You can tell that he was waiting to time his jump at full extension to take a base hit away from Lucas Bateman.
Yeah, the timing is everything on a jump like that, and Hernandez didn't want to jump too soon. The ball was hit hard, but it wasn't a scorcher. And he made a great grab. Didn't try to reposition himself, just paced the jump and was in the right spot at the right time. So a big first out here for Braden Pakala and the Baycats. Gotta say, Braden Pakala has my vote for Baycats Comeback Player of the Year so far here in 2025. After a season last year where he really struggled out of the bullpen, an 8.34 ERA, 12 appearances, 11 of them out of the bullpen. Look at these numbers here in 2025. 7 relief appearances, a 1.54 ERA, 12 strikeouts, 4 walks. You mentioned how trusted he has been for Josh Matlow out of the bullpen. Arguably their most trustworthy reliever so far.
Especially being a left-hander too, you know, with the release of Christian Lazar, who's now signed with the Guelph Royals today.
A strikeout for IMP North, and showing a lot more poise than he had a year ago as well. You even see it on that strikeout there, the confidence. Doing that little walk around the mound, and looks like he's been doing this all his life.
He's mentioned to me and Matty Gale on multiple occasions, he says having the year under his belt is giving him a lot of confidence for this season, and he's proving it himself on the mound. The more success he has, the more the confidence builds throughout the year, and that's going to be really valuable heading into the playoffs.
The left-hander deals, and it's just a little high. He's behind in the count here to number 9 hitter Lucas Lefebvre. Foul back, and the count is 2-1. Pitching proving important for the Baycats here this afternoon on a day where they have been unable to put up the big inning. Just 1 run through each of their first 5 innings, and that has been it. The Red Sox have stuck around here today. And now Pakala behind for the first time, 3-1.
Just 3 left-handers now on this Baycats roster after Chris Lazar was released last week. Pakala, Morris, and Garces.
And it's just past the glove of Noah Hall into left field for a base hit. Well, I was just about to say, you better get this guy because it's Ren Takioka on deck. A guy who's capable of doing all kinds of damage. He has been on base all 4 times today, 3 singles, has scored twice. Hands down, the most dangerous bat in this lineup for the Red Sox.
I'm surprised he's not starting in the All-Star game the way he's been hitting all year long.
First pitch strike from Pakala.
He had my vote. We've got a guy that's hitting .427 coming into today throughout the season.
Pakala doesn't seem intimidated by him at all. 0-1 pitch. Fastball low, and count is 1-1.
Just goes to show you the confidence that Pakala's working with.
1 on, 2 out. Top of the 8th inning. Brantford down by a run. Pakala to Takioka. Foul back to the screen. Two strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the crowd behind Braden Pakala. The kick and the delivery, and it's a high fastball. Waits one upstairs. Takioka lays off.
Looks like Carlos Sano is warming up in that Baycats bullpen.
Runner at first, Lucas Lefebvre. Here's the pitch from Pakala. Missed again. And it's a full count. Takioka with 7 walks this season. Hits this one down the line. That is a fair ball. And on his way to third goes Lucas Lefebvre. Here's the throw. And he's in head first. Up to second goes Takioka. He didn't let up at all. And here come the Red Sox.
Center fielder number 13.
So base hit for Ren Takioka, takes second on the throw. Lucas Lefebvre now 90 feet away with a tying run. Pakala's got a bit of a jam here to work out his way out of with 2 outs in the 8th inning. And veteran catcher Tyler Plumpton out to have a quick exchange.
Just get him to line up and then go on camera 3 with the mic, say vote wicket.
Biggest at-bat of the game for either team. We've seen Braden Pakala get out of some tough situations in the past, most recently getting out of a bases-loaded jam just last week.
Even with 2 outs, Noah Hall creeping in on the grass at third. First pitch is hit to center field. It'll drop for a base hit. It'll score a run. The tag at the plate is in time for the out, but the Red Sox have tied this game at 5. So a big hit by Ethan Palos. They throw out the runner, Ren Takioka, at home plate. We have a 5-all tie as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Or bottom of the 8th inning. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Barrie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca.
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Eighth inning of play is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca.
And for the first time since the first inning, we have a tie ball game. Brantford and Barrie, not at a 5. If you're just joining us on this Saturday afternoon, or evening now, I guess. It's been a good ball game. Hard fought by both clubs. 5 runs, 14 hits for the Red Sox. 5 runs, 6 hits for Barrie. Juan Benitez, the starter for the Baycats today. Connor Irvine for the Red Sox. Mejia's first pitch is up high to Nolan Macabrota. The appeal at third, he did not go.
Yeah, Benitez was in line for the win until the last half inning. Brantford tying this ball game, an RBI single by Ethan Paulos.
Hard-fought game today by a couple of ball clubs with a lot of history between them. These two franchises responsible for 12 consecutive IBL championships from 2008 to 2019. The Red Sox and the Baycats, the only two teams to win the IBL championship trophy over that span. Hard cut and a miss by Macabrota. 2 balls and a strike.
Tyler Susie warming up in the Brantford Red Sox bullpen. Only had 1 appearance this year. Was just officially signed about a week ago.
I have to wonder how long it'll be before we see another organization in the IBL run off a string of dominance like these two franchises did with 6 straight championships. It's hard enough to win back-to-back in this league. The London Majors did it coming out of the pandemic in 2021 and 22. Well, and Jackfish in 23, and then the Baycats last year, of course. It's not an easy thing to do. High fly ball, playable down the left field line. The third baseman going all the way back, and a slide by the left fielder coming all the way in against the onto the left field line. Ren Takioka trying to make that sliding grab, couldn't come up with it.
Just inches away from making a highlight reel catch.
And Ortega didn't let up either, coming in from third. So Macabrota gets another chance.
Ben, to answer your question, I don't think it's so rare. Like I don't think it's going to happen again. That's my personal opinion. The parity in this league is much more improved over the course of the last 4 years, or at least since the pandemic, than it ever was in that 12-year span.
Time is called as Macabrota wants a moment.
Josh gave him permission.
3 balls and a strike. And it's fouled off to the left side.
You can tell Macabrota's seeing red. He's saw those last 2 pitches out of the hand of Mejia pretty well.
Feels like he's just waiting for his pitch here. You know Mejia does not want to put him on. The dangerous Tristan Clark is on deck. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a line drive to first base. Right into the glove of Jeremy Veilleux. 1 down in the 8th.
Tough luck there for Nolan Macabrota. Hard hit down that first base line, but right at Jeremy Veilleux. He's at risk of a pretty long hit streak coming to the end, at least 13, 14 games, if memory serves me correctly. 0 for 4 tonight.
Carlos Sano was throwing in the Baycats bullpen, and they'd love to get him a lead and get him out there in the 9th inning. Still tied at 5. Tristan Clark at the plate. 1 away. Here's the pitch. It's inside. A 2-0 count, and now a conference on the mound between Cassidy Watt and Mejia. First mound visit for the Red Sox officially. Here is
first for either team.
I thought Plumpton went out earlier for a quick signal discussion. Maybe not.
Must not have been charged.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to charge him on this one either. So a 2-0 count. Let's see what they have in mind for Tristan Clark here. Base is empty. 1 out in the 8th. Mejia is ready. Here's the pitch and a foul ball to the right side.
Wonder if Clark was sitting on a breaking ball there. Timed it up pretty well, and you can tell the break got lower into the zone, and he still got a good chunk of it.
Noah Hull on deck. 2-1 the count to Clark. Watt sets the target. Mejia is ready. Takes a deep breath, kicks, deals. And a little glancing blow off of Clark's bat. Back to the screen, and the count is 2-2.
And right there again, you can tell Clark was sitting on a fastball on that pitch because he loaded up pretty early, went around.
Did not get what he was looking for. So it's a 2-2 count. Pitch from Mejia. On the ground to short. Picked up by Lefebvre. The throw in time, 2 away. So Mejia has retired 5 straight.
The third baseman, number 28, Noah Hull.
Noah Hull is 2 for 3 today. Looking to keep this 8th inning alive with the bases empty and 2 outs. Baycats had a 4-1 lead at one point in this game. Swing and a miss by Hull. Last thing you want to do is let the Brantford Red Sox take you into a tie game into the 9th inning.
Keep an eye out, Ben. Francisco Hernandez on deck. Haven't seen him play in 12 games.
He would be batting in a Safa Jones spot. Pitch to Hull, high and outside. 1-1.
And that would likely move Hull out to right field where he played last night briefly before Jones was put in the game defensively. Likely move Wicket to third base.
So could be some changes in the 9th. We'll see what happens here. 2 away. Hull trying to keep this inning going. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Hull. It's a 1-2 count.
But I imagine you keep Jones in the game defensively if Hernandez doesn't get up here.
Noah Hull trying to make sure he does. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mejia to the belt. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. A 3-up, 3-down inning for the Baycats. Again, the 3rd in a row. Going back to the 6th inning. 9 up, 9 down. A 5-5 tie takes us to the top of the 9th when we return. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
We go to the top of the ninth inning. The Brantford Red Sox looking for their first run since the first inning. Their first lead, since the first inning. Cassidy Watt will lead it off, and he will face Baycat reliever Carlos Sano.
Carlos Sano having an all-star season, and he earned a selection just earlier this week. An ERA under 2 and a 3-0 record with 4 saves. He's already matched his save total from last year. Just about halfway through this year.
Sano normally comes in with his team in the lead. He will be asked today to hold the line for a potential Baycat walk-off win. Defensive changes for the Baycats. Noah Hull moves to first base. Austin Boylan takes over at third for Hull.
Yeah, Boylan will end up batting, if necessary, in the Macabrota's spot.
And a bunt in front of the mound. Third base side. Throw by Sano. It's a good one. It's in time for the out.
We don't usually have to see Carlos Sano make those kinds of plays, but he pulls it off really well. Noah Hull with a bit of a stretch to make that play happen, but Sano does a great job getting off the mound and firing it over to first in time.
Interesting decision to take Nolan Macabrota's bat out of this game. It could potentially go extra innings, but he was 0 for 4 today.
Yeah, so this will be officially end his long hit streak, 14 games.
Quite a run. Carlos Sano, the right-hander, at the belt, kicks and deals with the 0-1 pitch. And he just misses on that one. Christian Ortega today has reached base twice.
This is Sano's 12th appearance of the year, 11th in relief.
High fly ball down the left field line, well fouled.
It's not very often you see a closer with the same amount of wins as the main 3 in the starting rotation, but that's what we do have in the case of Carlos Sano, 3-0 record. So these late game situations, even in a tie game, have worked out in favor of Josh Matlow.
Call strike 3, Ortega frozen. 2 quick outs for the Red Sox in the top of the 9th.
Right fielder number 4, Brody Black.
Brody Black, the right fielder. He's reached base twice, hit by a pitch and single.
And I'd be remiss to forget Carlos Sano played last night but didn't pitch.
Yeah.
Grounded out in the 8th inning. It's given the opportunity to hit for himself, or pinch hit, I guess, in the case of last night for Willie Garcia. And came into the game 1 for 1 in his career with that base hit actually coming in Brantford.
Gives you a chance in a lopsided score to finish the season with a 1,000 batting average. And Black swung so hard his elbow guard came off there. 1-1 the count.
The line score is still amazing me right now. 5 runs on 14 hits for Brantford, 5 runs on 6 hits for Barrie.
And the Red Sox have had base runners all afternoon. Juan Benitez did not have a clean inning today, but kept the score close. Minimal damage. 5-5 tie in the 9th. Sano with a 2-1 pitch. Just missed. Good patience by Black. Count 3 balls and a strike. Sano deals, and it's fouled over the screen. 3-2, and a big pitch coming up here.
If they fouled it and it curved like super bad and it came right through that tiny little hole and it hit you.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Crowd encouraging Carlos Sano to shut the door here and get out of this top half of the 9th inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled again.
Looks like it's going to be Jose Rodriguez for the ninth. Jeffrey Mejia doing some sprints in the bullpen. Usually a sign that pitcher's cooling down, and that's the end of his outing.
3-2 again, coming up from Carlos Sano. Here it is. And that hit him. Or it hit Plumpton. Either way, it's ball 4. It may have hit Black's. No, it didn't hit his bat, so.
Looked like it hit his elbow. Luckily, he had that guard on.
But it caught a piece of Plumpton as well. He's clearly in some discomfort there. So the Red Sox get a key base runner here in this 9th inning.
Second time Black's been hit by a pitch.
Black is aboard. Here's Jeremy Veilleux. First pitch from Sano misses upstairs. Fans getting a little impatient here with home plate umpire Sean Schaefer. 5-5 tie in the 9th. Plumpton puts down the target. Runner leads. And it's up the middle. Nice scoop, and a little flip to second was well off of the second baseman covering Alex Wickett. Nice play by Hernandez to get to that ball, but a little backhanded attempt there just didn't work.
It's going to be a tough play no matter what for Brandon Hernandez. Try to get the timing right with Alex Wickett, just didn't happen. Wasn't going to have the time to make a throw over to first to end the inning. Jeremy Veilleux running too well. So it's going to go down as a fielder's choice, but not really much Hernandez could do. It was a miracle that he was able to get to that ball and prevent Black from going an extra 90 feet.
So 2 on for the Red Sox. A hit batter, a fielder's choice. Here's Lucas Bateman. First pitch swinging down the line. That's a foul ball. Everybody will return. Elsewhere in Welland, Kitchener Panthers strike first. 1-0 over the Welland Jackfish tonight. Hamilton and Chatham Kent just getting underway. London and Guelph scheduled for 7:30. So Bateman returns. Sano is ready. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down the line foul. And it skips over the fence. 0-2, and again, Carlos Sano 1 strike away from getting out of this 9th inning.
The 2-strike approach late in this game for Brantford has been quite impressive. We saw it with Brody Black, who's being very patient, ends up getting hit by a pitch.
Sano looking at the runner, dancing around. That's Black. Here's the pitch, and it's on the ground to second. Wickett makes the play to first, and time for the out. So the Baycats will try to walk it off here when we return in a 5-5 tie. Heading to the bottom of the 9th inning here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Ninth inning is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca.
In to pitch for the Red Sox, reliever Jorge De La Cruz. And look who's coming up. That was my best Vin Scully. It's not Kirk Gibson, but it might be Barry's version of such. He has been out of the lineup and makes his return here in the bottom of the ninth. Francisco Hernandez.
First appearance in 12 games for Francisco Hernandez, and at a time where the team needs him most.
So he bats in a Safa Jones spot in the order. Takes a couple of pitches, and he's able to get the count to 1-1.
De La Cruz Paez, 5th appearance of the season, 5 innings on the year, 3.6 ERA.
And that one hit him.
He's just coming back from injury, guys. Leave him alone.
So the winning run is on base. Not how Hernandez wanted to get aboard, but he'll take it.
And it looks like we're going to see potentially a pinch runner, see James Anderson putting the helmet on.
Well, we'll see. He's ready. Josh Matlow is going to make the decision here. There's the switch. Welcome back from the injured list, Francisco Hernandez. Gets plunked. Hopefully that's a good sign, though, seeing him back at the plate.
He told me last weekend he was still at least a week and a half away from doing, regular starting. The running is definitely going to be a big hindrance with a hamstring injury, something you don't want to mess around with. So smart to have a pinch runner, and it gets James Anderson another opportunity to get into the baseball.
James Anderson has a history of walk-off hits. Not a guy who's in the lineup a whole lot, but I seem to recall one significant one that he had on opening day with Ryan Rio. Baycats looking for a hero here in this bottom of the ninth inning. James Anderson. De La Cruz. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Anderson showing bunt to draw in the infielders. Or Plumpton, excuse me. Anderson, the pinch runner at first. Plumpton drops down a bunt right in front of the mound. De La Cruz, one play to first. Gets the runner in scoring position. So Anderson to second.
Plumpton, a great job getting the bunt down right in between the mound and home plate area. Anderson knew the job had to be done. Gets the second, no problem. And Alex Wickett, we've seen the walk-off from him earlier this year. Opportunity for a second.
And the campaign has been on for this guy to be the final man in for the 2025 All-Star Game in Hamilton next weekend. He can make his case here with a big moment. Takes the first pitch outside. Wickett has done everything you could possibly imagine as a rookie. Coming into this lineup in place of the injured Francisco Hernandez at second base. Has been nothing short of outstanding at the plate. 1-0 pitch. It's a high pop-up. Playable. Shortstop calling for it. And making the catch is Lucas Lefebvre. 2 out in the inning. We go back to the top of the order.
Well, Noel McGarry Doyle, with how hot he's been since returning from the Frontier League, hits in every game since, and he's going to be held hitless with an intentional walk.
So they'll pitch to Brandon Hernandez instead, the shortstop. Sets up the force at any base on a ground ball. But all that matters is that runner at second. James Anderson. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Brandon Hernandez.
Hernandez has been fooled a lot on those inside breaking pitches all night long. Another awkward looking swing there.
And he checked his swing, much to the dismay of the Red Sox dugout.
Didn't even look like from our vantage point that he went around. Managed to hold up.
Dela Cruz has 13 strikeouts this season, just 3 walks. He's done some outstanding work coming out of the bullpen. A 3.60 ERA. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Hernandez, and that caught a piece of the umpire. And now they've got the runner hung up. The throw, the tag, he's back. If the ball hit the umpire, wouldn't that be a dead ball?
No, that's only on a batted ball. Gotta wonder if we saw it last home game. Noel McGarry Doyle forgot how many outs there were in an inning and got doubled off. Right there, I'm not sure if he realized that there was a runner ahead of him.
So Sean Schaefer will walk it off at home plate. Did a couple little neck rolls there, but that ball bounced up and hit him. Two on for the Baycats with 2 out.
Dela Cruz Paya is going to try and attack Hernandez inside again. Got him a couple times in this at-bat.
Pitch to Hernandez. On the ground to second. Should be an easy play, and it is. We've got bonus baseball this afternoon at Athletic Kulture Stadium. We'll head to the 10th. Red Sox and Baycats tied at 5. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV, Barrie.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Pence from Florida Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A friendly family environment.
This telecast is presented by the authority of the Intercounty Baseball League and the Barrie Baycats Baseball Club, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or retransmission in any form is strictly prohibited.
What a ball game. 5-5 tie. The Red Sox with 14 hits in this game. Certainly has to be among their season high totals. Baycats with just 6 hits, but have made the most of them. Barrie led at one point in this game 4-1. Carlos Sano back out for his second inning of work. He'll face Graham Tebbett. And he's bunting. And a sprawling effort by Tyler Plumpton. Just couldn't keep it in the glove.
Would have been a spectacular play from Tyler Plumpton, the veteran on this team, laying out to try and get a huge out for his pitcher, but just out of the glove.
What an effort. Give him that one again, and he catches that 9 times out of 10. Lost track of how many times the Red Sox have tried to bunt this afternoon.
Corner infield playing in, Boylan and Hall.
Seems like they do it in every situation. That one just missed. Runner at second, Lucas Bateman here in this 10th inning.
Extra innings record for both teams. Brantford 0-1 this year, Barrie 3-1.
Red Sox have not led since the first inning. They can lead with one swing of the bat here on the 10th. Corner infielders in, and now Sano signaling to Boylan to go back. He thought his third baseman was coming in a little too far. 1-1 pitch, bunt is shown, and it's right down the line, and it rolls foul. Not often you see a pitcher make a gesture like that to an infielder to make an adjustment, but that's what Sano did with Austin Boylan at third. Boylan had to charge, so third baseman was on his toes, and wisely so. It's a 1-2 count now to Tebbett. Bateman at second. Brantford looking for the lead. Top of the 10th. Pitch from Sano. They do not get the call. It's 2-2.
Yeah, Baycats dugout wanted that pitch. They thought it was, they caught that low part of the zone, but Tebbett with a brave take.
Very close, maybe just a hair below the knees. It's a 2-2 count now.
Boylan and Hall have backed off a little bit.
Sano looking at the runner. Now he deals. And just staying alive. Tebbett just got a piece of that.
Very lucky Plumpton wasn't able to hold on to it.
Plumpton's had a busy afternoon behind the plate. Home plate umpire Sean Schaefer will give him a moment. Crowd getting very vocal here on this 10th inning. Sano with a 2-2 count, and time is called. Tebbett steps out.
Talking about how busy Plumpton's been. He's caught 5 of the last 6 games for Barrie, including last night
with the injury to Johnston. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carlos Sano is ready. Here's the delivery. Fouled again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Johnston came in defensively for him yesterday.
Yeah, good to see him healing, getting back into the lineup. A lot of bumps and bruises up and down this Baycats roster, as to be expected as we reach the midway point. Sano to Tebbett with the 2-2. Here it comes. And another foul ball. Well, if you're a kid and you wanted to go home with a foul ball today, you've had your opportunities. Five runs, 14 hits for the Red Sox. A 15th hit could give them the lead here in the 10th. Sano with the 2-2, and another foul ball, again to the right side.
Tebbett hasn't been able to barrel one up yet. A lot of these foul balls have been on lower inside part of the bat. Hasn't been able to make great hard contact. Just rolls off and flies out of the play foul.
They'll try again to put one in play. The count 2-2. Tebbett's ready, as is Sano. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off. That one deeper and down near the Barrie bullpen.
We might be here until
Well, Sano trying to overwhelm him with that fastball. Tebbett got a much better piece of that than he had the last few pitches. Could see an off speed now from Sano.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Tebbett. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Well, that was a hard-fought battle and a strikeout that felt like it took an eternity for Carlos Sano to finally get. Great at bat by Tebbett to battle hard. And now we're down to the number 9 hitter, Lucas Lefebvre. Strikeout for IMP North. Here's Lefebvre with a runner on and 1 out. Shallow fly ball left side. Calling for it is the left fielder, and the catch is made. Tristan Clark in left, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order we go.
Well, this is the make or break at bat for both teams. 4 for 5 is Ren Takioka with an RBI and a couple runs scored. And it looks like he'll be intentionally walked.
Yeah, that's the situation here with that extra runner here in the 10th inning. You wouldn't think about intentionally walking him under the old rules, but you may as well here with first base open. It just makes sense, especially when he's the guy that's killed you all afternoon. So it's Ethan Paulos now with a chance to be the hero. 2 on for the Red Sox, 2 outs. Paulos fouls it back to the screen.
Paulos hasn't had a hit since the first. 0 for 4 since, but he has an RBI in the 8th inning.
So Takioka has reached base all 6 times today. Once was on a fielder's choice. Officially 4 for 4. Or 4 for 5 with the fielder's choice. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Just missed inside.
Pardon me, Paulos had that game-tying RBI single in the 8th. Takioka thrown out at home on that play. Crazy to think that throw from Noel McGarry-Doyle from center field is the reason we're in extra innings as of right now.
Here's the pitch from Sano on the ground, weakly, right at first. It's a foul ball.
Not much Noah Hall can do but wait on that pitch. It kept spinning towards the Baycats dugout.
Yeah, Hull decided to just sort of 1-1 count with 2 out in the inning. The crowd behind Carlos Sano. Here's the pitch. And it's driven to left field. And a great catch by Tristan Clark in left. Laying all out. Turning on the Jets. And the Baycats get off the field in the 10th inning. We head to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied 5-5 after a potentially game-saving catch by the Baycat left fielder. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Thinking about doing a renovation, but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580.
5-5. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Willie Garcia will lead it off against Jorge De La Cruz. Runner at second, don't forget. That extra runner. It's going to be Brandon Hernandez, who is the final out of the bottom of the 9th. They'll walk Garcia. A lot of different dynamics now with that runner at second. Again, without that extra runner, they wouldn't have walked Willie Garcia in a situation like that, but here you may as well. Takes away a matchup that I think a lot of fans would have loved to see.
It's not the first time Willie Garcia has been intentionally walked in a situation like this. Boylan shows bunt.
And it's over his head. A throw down to third. Wow, what an effort by the third baseman, Christian Ortega, who had to come all the way over to his left. Up to second goes Garcia, so that takes away a force situation.
Heads up there from Lucas Lefebvre because Ortega was coming in on that bunt. So Boylan showing bunt really forces the hand of the Red Sox defense, and the cycle play kind of works to the Baycats' benefit.
That ball was way over the head of Boylan. Drives this one to right field. Black makes the catch, runner tags. Here's the throw, the tag at the plate! And the Baycats walk it off against the Red Sox on a sac fly by Austin Boylan to bring home Brandon Hernandez with a winning run. The Baycats pour out of the dugout to celebrate their victory at second base. And it may seem secondary, but Brandon Hernandez seems to be injured on that play at home. He's pointing to the lower part of his right calf. Hopefully he's okay, but the Baycats with a thrilling 6-5 win here this afternoon.
That's a big moment for Austin Boylan. Struggled offensively as of late in the times that he's been able to get into the lineup or get some at-bats late in games, but this is a big moment for him, driving in the winning run. In a game that, if you look at the line score with just 6 hits, Barrie might not have deserved to win this game, but it's a late inning surge, holding off Brantford late in this game. Carlos Sano, a 4th win. Barrie back-to-back wins over the Red Sox.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily pretty. They gave up 14 hits this afternoon to the 9th place team in the league, and give the Red Sox full credit for sticking around and setting the stage for a thrilling finish here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Baycats win it in 10 innings by a score of 6-5. For Julius, Hern, Matty Gale, and our entire team here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, my name is Ben Davy. Good night from Springwater Township.
I need all of the